right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Are you guys ready for this one? Because I sure am, man. All day just been waiting and waiting until 8 o'clock to come around. Had a lot to do today, but still, in the back of my mind, I'm like, today's the day that Aaron Rodgers, for the first time ever, plays against his former team, the Green Bay Packers. Man, really appreciate you guys coming by to this live stream. We're going to be here for the next, at minimum, 3 hours, probably 3.5 hours, for what should be a very, very, very exciting matchup here. Steelers versus Packers, Week 8, Aaron Rodgers versus Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, the player that took his job. Man, I'm so excited for this one. I just wish the Steelers didn't ruin it with this awful uniform setup they got going on. Like, hold on, let me show you guys. I'm sure you've seen, but it's like, what are we doing with this? Like, I'm sorry. You know what makes this much worse? Not that I think the Steelers are going to cook us, but if Aaron Rodgers cooks us and he's in this damn uniform while he does it, and all of history will be like, this is when Aaron Rodgers played against the Packers for the one and only time, and it's in this damn uniform, like, God damn it. Like, right, guys? Like, I hope that doesn't happen, but man, it's terrible. But really appreciate you guys coming by. Just checking the chat real quick, getting it all set up for you guys. On your way in, if you could hit the like button, it helps support the channel a ton. It's absolutely free to do. Let's get that thing rolling. Let's get the like count up. Really appreciate you guys coming in. And during the live stream, if you so choose to, and you enjoy the content, you enjoy the live stream, I'd really appreciate it if you also hit the subscribe button if you've yet to already. We do pretty much daily Packers content here on this channel. So if you're a Packers fan and you're just stopping by for the first time, definitely consider doing that. We post everything you'll need. Your one spot stop for everything Green Bay Packers. So really appreciate you guys coming by. And we already got the bots. And actually, you know what? You know what's weird? On StreamYard, oh no, that I was gonna say on StreamYard I can actually see the guy's username, but that's just straight up someone's username. Not even trying to hide it. Mods, if you could help me with that, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty crazy tonight in terms of the bots. So if you could give me a hand with that during the game, that'll be awesome. But what's going on, everyone? Rocket Man, I see you in the chat. What's up, man? Chris Schwint, see you. Always in the chat. Really appreciate you. Steve Anthony, 2423, really appreciate the dono, says, appreciate you, Bass. Cheers from Chicago. Enjoying a New Glarus Oktoberfest. I know New Glarus because Spotted Cow, of course, but I've never tried their Oktoberfest. I'm never around the Green Bay, Wisconsin area right around this time. I'm sure it's a seasonal beer, so I'll give that a try the next time I'm over there. But how am I feeling about this one tonight, says Roger. I'm feeling good. I am. I think the Packers defense is good enough to contain the Steelers offense, and I think overall the Steelers defense is nothing to write home about. I think if you contain their pass rush with Highsmith and TJ Watt, and of course Hayward in the middle, I think you can move the ball very well against this defense. I think their pass defense is very below average, and I think Jordan Love should find early success throwing the football in this game. And if we get Josh Jacobs going like he's been, I have high expectations for this offense, looking better than they did last week against the Cardinals. Which moves me into my next segue into this. Sleeper picks for this game. Really appreciate Sleeper for sponsoring the channel this season. Go check them out. I put the link in the description. I also pinned it in the chat. You can get a 100% deposit match up to $100 with code BASS, B-A-S. Here are my picks for tonight. I have Aaron Rodgers more than 215.5 passing yards. I feel like that's pretty low. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, more than anything, wants to beat the Packers, but to do so, he's going to have a good game. And I think, maybe he'll end up throwing an interception, but I still think 215.5 yards is pretty low, especially considering how our cornerbacks have been playing. I'll love if he throws less than this, but like for my picks, I do have that. The rest are Packers picks. Jordan Love, more than 12.5 rushing yards. He's been keeping it on the ground a lot. Every time it breaks down, he decides to run, and a lot of times he gets, 7 to 9 yards on each run. So 2 of those, he'll hit that mark. I have Matthew Golden more than 3.5 receptions. Watson's back, which we'll go over the inactives here in a second, but he's going to be on a pitch count or snap count. Wicks is out. It's going to be a lot of Golden, and I think 3.5 is an extremely low line for Golden. And then finally, I have a free pick, which Sleeper a lot of time offers for primetime games more than a half a passing yard. So that's my picks. $10 entry to win a potential 50. You can either fade my picks, tail my picks, or just simply make your own over on Sleeper. So big shout out to them. All right, so we have more bots. We have more bots in the chat. I didn't even notice. Let me see. Everyone's like, dude, the bots are relentless. I don't have it on subscriber only mode yet. If it continues and gets too annoying, I'll put it on subscriber only mode. So at least the bots, I force them to subscribe, which is pretty funny. But yeah, trying to check the chat. Watson is back. Yeah, okay. So let's just rotate right into the inactives. Let's just do this. I'll use my game preview scene here, since technically we are kind of previewing the game with the inactives, right? Let's check them out, guys. Let's check them out in case you didn't know already. Christian Watson is active for this game, as is Matthew Golden, who popped on the injury report with that hip injury on Friday. Brandon McManus is back. Dude, not that I think he's going to miss a kick, but if he does, there's going to be a slew of people that are like, Haversick, we need it. Why are we, you know what I mean? Which it's like, we gotta relax a little bit. But McManus is our kicker. We signed to the long-term extension. As good as Haversick has been for us, he is our number one kicker. And more importantly, man, Devontae Wyatt is back. This is huge. Like, everyone's talking about Christian Watson, but what Devontae was for this defense up until he got hurt, man, you saw the change in the defense the moment he stepped out. And that's not a slight to Warren Brinson, who's inactive in this game due to injury, but it's just saying how much Devontae has meant for this defense. Dontavian Wicks is out, Haversick, Jacob Monk, Donovan Jennings, and Lucas Van Ness. It says the Steelers are to be announced. Okay, I just had to refresh the page. Scotty Miller, you cannot hurt us anymore. He's not playing in this game. Andrus Peat did not know he was a Steeler. Nonetheless, not playing. Logan Lee, that is a cool name, and DeMarvin Leal, also a pretty cool name. Both defensive linemen, I'm going to assume depth guys, also out of this game. All right, so those are our inactives. Jason Rothkin says, "What's up, Bass? Fully expect Rodgers to light us up tonight. It's going to come down to whose O-line protects their quarterback. Congrats on your upcoming wedding. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yeah, it will. And I think the Packers O-line has a better chance to be more successful in this game than the Steelers O-line. I think we win that matchup in terms of our defensive line versus their O-line, rather than the other way around. Will their D-line get some success? Watt, Highsmith, Hayward. Yeah, like, I'm scared of Hayward against Jordan Morgan. I'm going to be completely honest. I am. But yeah. Waylon MacArthur says, "Can we actually watch the game live on here?" No, I can unfortunately not do that. If I could, I would gladly do that for you guys. But the way the NFL does things is obviously they want you to watch it on their sponsored channels. If you have Peacock, that's where you can watch it tonight. If you don't have cable, you can probably sign up for a free trial. I don't know if there is one for that, but you can usually do that. And you can get the game that way. So if you're looking for it that way, right here on this channel, we're doing play-by-play live scoreboard, and I'll try to, at least if you're not watching, paint a picture of what's happening on the screen with my play-by-play. So that's what I can do for you guys. Jody McCarthy's really appreciate the dono. Says, "This game is going to be painful to watch." Those, for a second, I thought you had me. I thought you were saying this game's going to be painful because the Packers aren't going to play well, but then you say those Steelers uniforms are awful. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying like earlier in the live stream when I first started. I don't know if you were here, but I showed them on screen. I'm like, this is what is going to come up every time you talk in the history books of Aaron Rodgers playing his old team, because this is probably the only time it's ever going to happen. And every time we look that up, it's going to be this. It's going to be these disgusting, nasty uniforms. So really appreciate the donation, by the way. Thank you. We still got another bot. Yes, we do. Come on, guys. The bots are bad, man. The bots are bad tonight. Mods, I need your help. Please. These are bad. I might have to put it on subscriber only mode. I might have to, guys, because we don't even have that many viewers in here right now. It's just pregame, and they're already bad. So I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. So, hey, if you aren't subscribed already, you just should be. You just should be. So I'm putting it on subscriber only mode, so at least the bots have to subscribe, which is just, another step for them. And if they do, whatever, they get blocked, and we'll move on from there anyways. But let me get a roll call real quick. Where are you guys checking in from? Where are you watching the game from? Usually we have, the plethora of the states, and then some out of state, some out of the United States. We have some, I know, checking in from Australia a lot of the time. Japan, I see. I feel like I see Germany a lot. Yeah, so let me know where you guys are checking in from. Pack fan Iowa, appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, if you could, Iowa, of course. That's where you're checking in from. Green Bay, nice. 2 Green Bays already. Idaho, San Jose, California, Oklahoma. Okay. Let's see who gets in our first out of the states. Of course, you guys know what we got on deck, as always. I also have a little some Dunkin' Donuts munchkins in a bowl here because, whenever I do streams for like primetime games, it's like I kind of eat like a light dinner, but whatever, and then I just like huff it out for the rest of the night. So that's usually how it goes. We got UK, so we got our first out of the states, I think, that I saw. Yeah, everything else has been Hungary. Never mind, that one was first. Okay, someone from Hungary. That's probably the first time I've seen that. That's cool. Well, welcome into the channel. New Jersey. We're at New Jersey. Of course it's Rainbow Sherbet. Come on, Sinister Jackal. You should know this by now. Like, I literally like sell out the gas stations around here for the Rainbow Sherbet. It's actually kind of sad. It's actually kind of sad. Like, I'll walk in and like all the other Reigns are available still, and that's like this slide that has like the Rainbow Sherbet is just like empty, or there's like 1 or 2 left. I'm like, damn, I have a problem. But you got to do what you got to do, and caffeine allows me to come on here and talk for 3 hours straight, because it's harder than you think to just continue to talk for 3 hours plus straight. But especially when the football's on, it makes it a lot easier. Makes a long night for me, especially being on the East Coast, man. Like, I can't complain, because I know people are probably in here watching from across the world, and it's like 3 or 4 a.m. So I really can't complain. But yeah, it does end up being, because like, after the game and doing a video, and that has to render and then uploading it. It's like, yeah, Brinson isn't playing. He was on the injury report. At first, when I saw it, I'm like, well, why? Like, he's been doing so well, and it's just because Wyatt's playing. Like, why would they do that? But then I remembered, like, oh no, he hopped on the injury report on Friday with a hamstring issue, so he was questionable. So yeah, he's not playing. Okay, I have the stream set up on Peacock here. Let me click watch live. Says we'll begin shortly. We'll begin shortly. New Hampshire. We got New Hampshire, Oklahoma from Mars. Nice. Got first out of planet viewer. Let's go. Who is playing from the injury report? The only players that aren't playing from the injury report are Wicks, Van Ness, and Brinson. Haversick, healthy scratch because of McManus. And then Jacob Monk, Donovan Jennings, both healthy scratches. Japan, and I feel like we have few viewers on the channel from Japan. You're from South Jersey, like an hour from Philly. Okay. Yeah, I go to South Jersey for every few times in the summer. I go to the Wildwood Crest, and then obviously make my way over to Cape May most of the time. But yeah, that's my I was gonna say beach of choice, but I'll say shore of choice for you. That's where I go in the summer. Scotland, nice. So we got a lot of out of the United States viewers, man. That's how far the Green Bay Packers fandom really truly stretches. And I know a lot of teams have fans around the globe, but I feel like none other does it, as good as the Green Bay Packers, man. We got Matt LaFraud is gonna get exposed tonight by who? Mike Tomlin? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's head into this one with some confidence. You're probably a Steelers fan, so you're probably heading into this with confidence. But if you're not and you're a Packers fan, let's head into this with some positivity, huh? Nate Dogg says, "What is going on with Marshawn Lloyd, dude? I have no idea. It's crazy because like I have people I know that know his family because he grew up in Wilmington, which is close to me. I should probably ask, be like, yo, what? Is he good? Like, what's going on?" But it's a shame that he just hasn't been able to get healthy, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. Come on, live stream. Let's at least get this going. I'm gonna open up another one just in case if Peacock's like delayed. I want to see which one's quicker, either Sling or Peacock. Let's see. So I can just be as ahead as possible for you guys, and also do a couple time checks as we're going. If you guys want to sync up this to your game and whatnot, if you don't feel like listening to those commentators on that stream, you're more than welcome to. Watch now. Let's see. Kenosha, Wisconsin. Let's go. Golden better have fantasy day. I hope so, man. I hope so. Man, I hope so. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are, I think, a couple minutes away from Aaron Rodgers for the first time ever facing off against the Green Bay Packers. Still feels so weird to say. And, could be Aaron Rodgers' last season. And at the end of the day, he's going to retire Green Bay Packer and what he gave to this organization. You got to have utmost respect to. But let's get that win tonight. Let's get that. Everyone hates these uniforms. I don't blame you, man. Like, when everyone hated the old school Packers ones with, like, the circle, like, they were bad, but I feel like it was forced hate. These are actually terrible. Like, these are actually really bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident am I in a Packers dub? I'm going to go 7, man. I'm going to go 7. Just be grateful he doesn't play for the Vikings. Dude, 100%. Coach Len in the building. What's up, man? Coach Len in the building. Okay. This live stream is on. One of mine is, so I'll see which one ends up being quicker, and we'll go with that one. I'm going to try. We're doing a Sling versus Peacock. Which one is faster? Which one is more live, should I say? Steelers should start with -3 points due to the uniforms. That's just kind of how. I don't make the rules. This is how it is, man. I don't make them rules. Oh, man. Packers wearing their whiteouts. They kind of had to. There'd be way too much yellow if they did. And I feel like there was like a league memo. They're just like, yeah, you see what they're doing with these Steelers. I don't mind the Steelers helmets either. I think the helmets are fine. It's a little too minion-like for me with the whole uniform. But, like, I don't mind the helmets with, like, the matte yellow. I think that's kind of cool. I feel like the Packers could kind of do, like, a alteration, like, alternate helmet where it's, like, matte. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. J-Mac in the building. What's up, man? What's up? All right. Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico. We even got good commentators on the stream. Let's go. All right. I'm going to try to refresh Twitter to see if there's a coin toss. Man, I'm hyped for this. It just feels so, like, odd. It feels so odd, man. I grew up, being born, in the 90s. Really, my cognitive remembrance of the Green Bay Packers, obviously early was Brett Favre. It's the reason why I like football to start with. But, like, as a, growing teenager, it was all Aaron Rodgers. So, like, that's what I remember. That's the only, I was alive during the 90s Super Bowl, but, the only one I really remember is 2010, and that's with Rodgers. So it does feel weird. It definitely does feel weird. All right. Commercial break, and then I'm sure kickoff right after that. Again, really appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll be here for the next 3.5 hours, maybe, depending how this game goes. Hopefully no overtime, but hey, that would be fun. That would be a kind of a thrill. Just no more ties. Just no more ties. As much as the tie is helping us right now, it really is. But yeah, yeah. This is my childhood versus my adulthood Packers experience. Yeah, dude, me too. Childhood was simply watching the Packers, and that's it. And adulthood's been doing this as a job with Jordan Love at the helm. I started with Rodgers, but, it's really taken off in terms of, what I've been doing with Love and how this Packers offense has been. So, yeah, man, it's interesting. It's interesting, man. I just, the Steelers uniform, dude, I can't get over it. It's so bad. Like, why? What are we doing here? It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. The Packers will start the game on offense. The players that went out to the coin toss was Love, Jacobs, Watson, and Kraft. And the players for the Steelers was Hayward, Peyton Wilson, Rodgers, and Watt. Okay, interesting. And I'm watching the video. Rodgers, yeah, gave Jordan Love a handshake and all that, so we're all good there. Obviously, I mean, I think they had a great relationship. I think all that's starting to kind of like be proven wrong. All those, slander articles of Rodgers being a bad teammate or bad to Jordan Love, like all that's been proven wrong, man. Like, it's crazy that there's like such a narrative against Rodgers, man. I found that so weird. So I'm glad that that's finally kind of being put to rest a little bit there. Yeah, Packers are set to receive. They will be starting with the football, ladies and gentlemen. They will be starting with the football. All right. Here we go. We are ready to go. Let's go. Kickoff. About ready. And for everyone watching, obviously there's a YouTube delay, so if something happens and it's yet to happen on my stream, if you could refrain from spoiling it in the chat, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate that. So thank you guys. I don't know why the Peacock stream Peacock stream isn't even live. Like, what? I'm on Sling, which is usually a little... Actually, I was behind on Sling. That's my fault. Okay. Now we are on first play on offense. So allegedly there's a special teams penalty in the first play. Now we're on the first play offense. My fault. My stream is slightly behind. Jordan Love coming out on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Watson is out on the field to start. Love in the empty set, motions Jacobs to his left. Love takes the snap, handoff Josh Jacobs. He bounces it up the left side and goes forward for about a gain of 4 yards. All right. Oops, don't need that. And of course, my stream is rendering. That's great. Or loading for some reason. Great. Start this thing off with laggy stream, of course. All right, 2nd and 6. Here we go. Love in the gun, takes the snap. Quick throw left to Christian Watson, who gets his first catch, return post ACL tear just, 9 months ago? And he gets near a first down. It's going to be 3rd and about maybe a yard, maybe a couple feet. Get Watson involved early is nice. Okay, why does my stream keep rendering? What are we doing here? I'm wired internet, man. Why does it keep loading on me? My apologies. What in the world is going on? My apologies. It looks like on 3rd down, he went for Dobbs across the middle, and it's a drop for Dobbs. It's a drop for Dobbs. It's... Okay, what in the world is going on, man? All my stream stuff is absolutely bugging right now. Let me try to get all this fixed. Oh. Now my whole... Okay. What is going on? Give me a second, guys. And if that's 3rd and inches, why are we passing there, by the way? Dude, something's going on with my internet right now. I don't know what, but I will do my best to try to fix this for you guys real quick. Of course. Why are we not running the ball in third one? Dude, your guess is as good as mine. That seems a little foolish. Your Hulu Live TV just froze. Yeah, what is it? Is it not? I think it's me, but for some reason, my entire Sling is just not loading anymore. And then Peacock says the game will start shortly. So I don't know what's going on my end right now. I'm going to try to fix this real quick. I can also rotate into something here. Let's try this. All right, I got something back up. Okay, Steelers on offense. Rodgers starting in his own 20. Takes the ball. Hands off right to Jaylen Warren. Gain of about 3 yards. All right. So I pay for 2 services, both of which are not working. I had to go to a completely legal stream just to get this up. That's an absolute joke, by the way. That's an absolute joke. There's a reason why people are annoyed paying for all these services just to watch a football game, but I digress. We're back. 2nd and 7. It looks like Valentine is starting. Rodgers, 2nd and 7, under center, play action right, or to the right, throws back left. It is caught by an offensive lineman. It was caught by Spencer Anderson to the left. Rodgers throwing to a eligible lineman there, which is interesting. All right, we have a 3rd down coming up. Rodgers in the gun on 3rd and 3 at their own 27. Packers in press man, it seems. Rodgers with the hard count. Packers look like they're playing single high cover 1. Rodgers takes the snap. He rolls right. He throws deep down the right side, wide open. All the way to the Packers 28 is Roman Wilson. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was that Nixon in coverage? Was it man-to-man? I wasn't really. I was trying to. Oh, man. 45-yard pass there by Rodgers. Already at the Green Bay 28 now. Under center is Rodgers. Rodgers takes the snap, toss right, Jaylen Warren. He gets through a couple of defenders, gains about 5. Cooper was in the backfield but got blocked out of the play. All right. Rodgers under center, 2nd and 5, takes the snap, throws quick left to DK Metcalf, and there is a flag thrown. It's going to be OPI on DK Metcalf, and it's going to go back for the Steelers. They're going to back him up. So OPI on that screen for DK Metcalf. It was a screen play to the left, just straight up pushed our defender out of the way. All right. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. All right. All right, 2nd and 15. Rodgers moves Warren to his right. He's in the gun. Rodgers takes the snap. 2nd and 15. Quick throw right to Jalen Warren. And what a tackle by Edgerrin Cooper for no gain. Great tackle by Coop there. There we go. Nice tackle on 2nd and 15. After that big bomb would be huge to hold them to 3 here. Third and 15, Rodgers in the empty set. At their own the Green Bay 33. Rodgers takes the snap. Packers show some pressure. Rodgers scrambles up. He's going to go down from Rashawn Gary with Micah Parsons to clean it up. Finally, let's go. Got Rodgers on the ground once already in the first drive, and it's still going to be a field goal attempt, but that's made it a slight bit further. Parsons always starting in the A-gap on 3rd down is the scariest thing I've ever seen. He just absolutely blew up Mason McCormick and allowed Rashawn Gary to have Rodgers kind of run right up into his lap. It's going to be a 56-yard attempt from right hash. Boswell, kick up, and nails it. That's a great kick, man. Can't even deny it. It wavered a little bit, but it ended up getting in there. That was a good kick. Let me adjust this scorecard for you. I think I finally got the the stream thing figured out. It was bugging there for a second, so my apologies on that. Let me adjust the scorecard. There we go. Cool. Yeah, already getting some pressure is huge. All right. Scorecard's updated. All right. Nixon is not the worst coverage DB in NFL history. I promise you that. Promise you that. Dude, what in the world? I have my stream up on Sling, but I'm not lying when I say Peacock literally does not have the game for me. It's not like going forward to where it needs to be. And it's saying this game will begin shortly. Like, that's crazy work. Oh. I got the Spanish one. I get the Spanish one. Oh my gosh. But the other one I don't get. Just don't get it. Not allowed. Let me try something here. All right. It's crazy. Do I do Patreon or Twitch? I have a Patreon, but honestly, I'm not crazy active on it. I need to become more active on it, but I don't do Twitch now. I guess I should. I don't know. Maybe I should. Who is our kicker today? It's Brandon McManus. It is Brandon McManus. All right. We are seemingly back from commercial now. Kickoff underway, 3-0 Steelers. Savion will return it from the 2-yard line. Running right, breaks one tackle, across the 20 to the 25, breaks another tackle, gets across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Nice run by Savion on that kick return, and thankfully no flag. Thankfully no flag. Scadaboo's injury was bad, man. It was bad. All right. Another drive for the Packers. Hopefully Get a first down this time. Rodgers under center. Sorry, Jesus. Love under center. I feel like that's going to happen, huh? Toss right to Jacobs, who gets across the 35, gains about 4 on first down. So second and probably about 6 coming up. Yeah, second down, 2nd and 7, they're going to call it. Just about to cross 8 minutes left in the first quarter, right? Now, 8 minutes. Love under center, 2nd and 7. Love takes a snap, play action left to Jacobs, throws back right to Romeo Doubs, who breaks a tackle into Steelers territory across the 40-yard line, and Romeo Doubs seems like every single game just finds his way wide open in the middle of the field. Yeah. J-Mac, I agree. You know, there's been a lot of rumors and so-called rumors, I'd say. A lot of talk, and Romeo Doubs is a potential trade-out guy, and maybe early on you could see it, but as of late, there's no shot. There's no shot. Now at the Steelers 40, Love in the gun. Takes a snap, handoff Jacobs, right up the middle, breaks a tackle, dives forward for about a gain of 6. Like, if any receiver's getting traded, it's going to be Wicks. Like, and you guys know how big of a Wicks supporter I am, but it ain't going to be Doubs. Doubs has a better chance of getting an extension than being traded, in my opinion. All right, 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Love in the gun. Bo Melton is on the field. Love takes a snap. Looking, throwing left, caught. Doubs, first down. Gain of 5. Quick slant. All right. First and 10. Packers at the Steelers, about 30-yard line. Love in the gun. Jacobs to his right. Takes a snap. Quick screen left to Malik Heath, who breaks a tackle and goes forward for a first down and more. Gain of about 13 yards. Heath caught a quick screen, and this is what the Bengals did against the Steelers last week. Flacco would come up to the line, see how far off the corners are playing, check to just a quick screen, and take the given yards. So I'm glad the Packers saw that in film and are doing it, and just did it there with Heath for a nice gain of 13. Because the Steelers do a lot of off coverage, and you got to take advantage of that. Love in the gun, Kraft in motion. Love takes a snap. RPO right, Tucker Kraft on a screen. Kraft goes forward, breaks a tackle. Kraft into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. We have the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Nice little RPO flat. RPO Y flat. I'll take it. And they won the hat count. Love just waits for TJ Watt to come in, and the arm angle to get that ball around him and find Kraft there. And Kraft just does the work. Kraft, yak, and cheese into the end zone. There we go. Bearing a PAT should be a 7-3. 7-3 game. McManus' first kick since quadricep injury is up and right down the middle. We have the lead. Let's go. Let's adjust my scorecard real quick. There we go. That's how you answer, man. The first drive, a little disappointing, but that is how you answer. There we go. Okay. No flags on that drive. That's true. Have we had an offensive penalty? I think we just had the special teams one so far, right? Don't want to jinx it, but that's good. That is great. Very clean drive, yeah. Very clean drive. This is actually crazy to me that my Peacock app still doesn't have the game. Man, I'm trying. Because I'm sure that one would be ahead if I could get it up. It's just like the sling. Sling is always usually a play or two behind. Duck Rules Piece of Dono says, Matthew Golden first touchdown game. I hope so. I mean, it's been too long. We need a touchdown. I hope so. All right. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Golden doesn't have a touchdown yet. Honestly.
Gary mocked the belt. We are screwed.
Gary mocked the belt. We are screwed. Did he really? No, he didn't. Did he? I didn't see that. There's no way he did that. All right, we are back. We are back. Kickoff underway. Caught at the goal line and kneeled down. And I think, yep, it'll go to the 35 there. Go to the 35. All right. All right, here we go. Second defensive drive. Rodgers starting at his own 35-yard line. Under center on 1st and 10. 5:05 left in the first quarter. Rodgers takes the snap. Handoff up the middle to Jaylen Warren. He goes forward for about a gain of 2. McDuffie and Quay Walker in on the tackle. All right, 2nd and 8. Packers showing some A-gap pressure here to start. Rodgers in the gun, takes the snap. 5-man rush, quick screen to the left. Flag is down. Valentine with the tackle on Freiermuth after a gain of 4. But again, there is a flag down. Now 2 penalties down. And it looks like it's on the offense. Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down, 5-yard penalty. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 13 now. 2nd and 13. Rodgers in the gun, Gainwell to his right. Takes the snap. Rodgers drops back. Quick throw left. Almost intercepted by Edgerrin Cooper. On the right side. Diving to break that pass up, and he should have had it, man. Man, what is up with our linebackers and, like, dropping easy interceptions? I feel like this happens way, way, way too much. Yep. Please, I get it. I could be a little bit behind. No spoiling at the end of the day, man. No spoiling at the end of the day. Mods, you can put people in timeout. That's spoil, man. All right, 3rd and 13. Rodgers in the gun. Colby Wooden, I think, with the bright green cleats. Or is that... Who is that? Rodgers takes a snap. Quick throw right. Instantly tackled by Edger and Cooper. And it's going to be 4th down, and the Steelers have to punt. Steelers are going to have to punt. Edger and Cooper already flying around in this game. I think it was Baron Sorrell with the pink cleats. All right. Punt underway. Nixon back to return and muffs it. And thankfully, Zane Anderson's there to recover. Man, you can't, okay. We need to figure out this punt return, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, man. We need to figure out this punt return. Like, everyone we put back there, there's like a mistake, man. Everyone we put back there is a mistake. It's a mess. Yeah, Valentine's starting's interesting. Got 2 snaps last week. Why don't they put Savion? I have no idea. Like, why? He's doing good at kick return. He's doing a good job at kick return. I don't know why they can't just be like, hey, Savion, you're doing great at kick return. Let's start practicing some punt returns, and you should be our answer, right? Like, I just don't. What is so hard about this, man? It's so annoying. Thankfully, Zane Anderson was there. Thankfully. Nixon, yeah, at this point, like, why is Nixon on punt return, man? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Put Golden back there. He doesn't look great back there either, man. If we're being honest, he don't look great back there either. The Barton shirt reminds me of Maury Rodgers. Don't even say that name in here, man. That's a name that shall not be spoken. All right. 7-3. Packers get the ball back. Let's go. Let's go 14-3. Come on. Come on. Let's go 14-3. How about that? All right, we are back from commercial. All right. Let's go offense. Where are we starting with the ball here? At our own 18. Love under center. It looks like Emmanuel Wilson is the back. Golden in motion. Love takes a snap. Play action up the middle to Wilson. Love throws back to Emmanuel Wilson. And Wilson gets forward, fumbles the football out of bounds, gets absolutely hammered by Jalen Ramsey, but gains about 8. Looks like Emmanuel Wilson was like trying to figure out which arm to put it in there and just should have put it on the outside, but had it on the inside. Luckily fumbled out of bounds. That's 2 straight plays where we got lucky off of essentially fumbles. Gotta be careful. All right. 2nd and 2 coming up. Nice play on 1st down. Just take the checkdowns, take what they're given. Love under center on 2nd and 2. Love takes a snap, handoff, Wilson right up the middle. He goes forward for Right to the line to gain. We'll see where they mark it. They might mark it right on the line, and they might give him the first. We'll see. I would really hope they do here. It looks like it could be forward progress, and that looks like it's going to be a first down, and it is. Let's go. Nice run there. Easy, you know, need 2 yards under center, run it up the middle. Notice how that worked there? We didn't do shotgun or some other weird crap. You know what I mean? All right. 1st and 10. Play clock already down to 5. Love in the gun, has to take the snap quickly. Love, quick throw right, Tucker Kraft, and he's wide open. And Kraft up the sideline, makes a man miss. Kraft across the Steelers 40 with a huge gain. Looked like half the Steelers team thought Kraft stepped out of bounds, and he just cuts back up the middle and gains about, I think 30? Yak, mac and cheese, guys. Come on, Tucker Kraft. Oh, my. I mean, Kraft against any defensive back. Good luck. Good luck tackling that man. He is cooking as of late. Didn't even step out, man. Just tightrope that sideline. And Joey Porter Jr., you don't want any of that smoke because he just let him run right by him. And Green Bay has to take a timeout because the play clock already down below 10. National Tight End Day. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, got to get the next play off. Don't need to be wasting timeouts, though. All right. 1st and 10. Minute 10 in the first quarter. Already in field goal range. All right. 1st and 10. Kraft leads the Packers team in receiving yards, by the way. At the 39-yard line, Love takes the snap, handoff, Savion Williams. He goes up the middle and maybe gains 2. Peyton Wilson in on the tackle. About a yard and a half there. And Kraft checks back onto the field. All right. Second and 9. About 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Love in the gun at the 38-yard line. Golden in motion. Love takes a snap. Looking left, throwing left, Matthew Golden. He goes forward for no gain. Darius Slay on the stop, maybe even a loss of 1. There's another lateral screen play that the Packers know and love to run constantly. I know they kind of been working so far today, so I can't blame them for running it. And Packers are going to let this run to the end of the first quarter and flip it around. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I like the RPO stuff when you're kind of reading the defensive end and then you throw it out to the flat, like to Kraft, because it's like, okay, you're reading that and it's a hat count thing. But when you like predetermine the play and it's like we're gonna motion Golden in and he's gonna, jerk motion back and we're just gonna swing it out to him. Like I'm kind of sick of the Packers forcing Matthew Golden to be a backfield guy when he's not. Like he never was. He's a downfield separator. Like he wasn't a backfield guy at Texas. Just because he runs a fast 40 doesn't mean force backfield action with him. Like if you want to do that with Savion, a guy that can make people miss consistently, that's fine. But like to continue to do it with Golden just really doesn't make sense to me. Need to attack the middle of the field here on 3rd down. Yeah, 100%. Like, I would be completely comfortable with removing every orbit screen or motion, jerk motion, whatever you want to, whatever one it is, screen to Golden, and just replacing it with Golden run a deep post or Golden run a 9 and take a shot. I would be completely comfortable with that because it's like that's the type of guy that he is. He's a guy that if it's given 1-on-1, sometimes even 2-on-1, he can go up and make a play downfield in the air. He has great body control, great hands, plays bigger than his frame. And I get it, he has speed, but like stop forcing the backfield stuff. Stop with him. O'Shane with the dono kind of, saying the same stuff that I'm saying here. Offense rolling here and go with behind the line, trick play and run screen. Sometimes I think LaFleur gets bored and needs to look smart. Dude, I get it. It's like sometimes it feels like he's like wants to be the smartest guy in the field, and it's like, dude, like take what they're giving you. You don't need to just throw to behind the line of scrimmage all the time. Like I get it if it works sometimes, but you can still throw downfield. Yeah, Golden has great hands, man. Don't only throw to him in the backfield. He has wonderful hands. All right, 3rd and 10. I wouldn't be surprised with a handoff here to get field goal range a little bit easier, but in the gun is Love. Steelers showing cover 1. Love takes the snap. Heavy pressure. Love throws a deep shot left side, and Dobbs goes up for it and can't hang on. Really great adjustment by Dobbs to come back to that football, but just can't hang on. And we got a 4th down coming up and long field goal, I think, coming. And it was 1-on-1. You got to take that shot. And I mean, Dobbs put himself in a position to make this catch, and yeah, he kind of just dropped it. All right, McManus for a, let's see, 57-yarder McManus. Kick is up, 57 and short. Oof. I don't know. Usually you see more power on the ball with McManus. I would argue his quadricep is the reason that went short. Oh, it's so close. About a couple yards short. But McManus hasn't been kicking for a couple weeks. I'm sure that has to play into it. But that's a tough kick nonetheless. Unfortunately, the Packers miss it. Guys, it's a 57-yarder. Just because we miss a 57-yarder doesn't mean we should remove the kicker we signed for 3 years that has been pretty much perfect until he got hurt. No. I get it. Haversick was amazing for us. Was perfect through 2 games, but just missing if McManus misses a 30-yarder, then let's talk. But Rodgers takes a snap, starting at their own 47-yard line. Rodgers rolling left, has to check it down to DK Metcalf for about a gain of 6. Yeah. To me, it looked like he didn't have enough drive on that kick. So I would argue maybe the Packers should have said, hey, let's give him another week because Haversick's been so good. I'd be more angry at the Packers than I would be McManus here. Rodgers in the gun, takes the snap, handoff left to Kenneth Gainwell and puts a move on Valentine and gains a 1st down. And what probably should have been no gain, but Gainwell puts a really nice move on Valentine there. Packers started with the ball to start this game, so Steelers will get it to start the second half. Rodgers under center on 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 39. Rodgers pump right, toss left, and goes to Gainwell for maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a half a yard. So nice run stop on that 1st down. All right. It's going to be about 2nd and 10 coming up. Rodgers is going to start in the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff left to Kenny Gainwell, who goes forward for about a gain of 7. Tackled by Xavier McKinney. So 3rd and about 3 or 4 coming up. All right. And Rodgers and Steelers going to go up tempo here. And in the gun, 3rd and 3. Rodgers in the gun, Gainwell to his left, takes a snap. Rodgers looking right, comes back left, deep throw left. And Metcalf drops it on a 9 route. Probably should have had that one. Valentine in coverage. And 4th and 3 coming up. Okay, Carrington Valentine, let's get you some. Wow, 1-on-1 opportunity. And yeah, Metcalf has the inside and oh no, that's not even a drop. That's all Valentine, man. That's a hell of a play. Yeah. Hell of a play by Valentine. And Steelers going to have to take a field goal here on 4th and 3. Boswell left hash, 50 yards. It's good. It's good. So 7-6 game now. Let me adjust my scorecard for you guys. There we go. Do that. Cool. There we go. We are good. We're up to date. Matt says, appreciate the dono, by the way. Let me get it up on the screen. Valentine is and always has been cornerback 1, called that. I would argue, like, yeah, cornerback 2, 100%. I mean, he's playing the opposite side. So, in terms of the Packers defense, yeah, I would say cornerback, cornerback 2. But yeah, no, wonderful game so far by Valentine, who's just been, kind of a weird season, man. It's like shows a lot in the preseason and in the training camp, and plays a lot early because Hobbs is hurt. Then obviously, Hobbs has the arthroscopic knee surgery. That whatever. Hobbs comes back, hasn't been playing well, and then Valentine seemingly gets the start tonight and is showing why he probably should have been for a while. A lot of people's argument is that Hobbs is a pure nickel corner, and the Packers trying to force him outside is like, why when you have a guy like Valentine on the roster? So yeah, great play overall. Valentine is good in man-to-man scenarios. He's has been a problem playing zone. Dude, that's honestly Hobbs as well. I think Hobbs is top 7 or 5 cornerbacks in man-to-man coverage in terms of passer rating and how many yards he has been thrown on him in man-to-man coverage. Hobbs is actually like top 7. It's been zone. Hobbs has been god awful. But yeah, Valentine looks good so far tonight. We use Bullard and nickel though. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, it doesn't have to be, okay, Bullard is our nickel, so every play of the defense, he should be there. No, like, Bullard is a great early down nickel because he can play around the line of scrimmage. He can play against the run. But when we're talking about like pure passing downs, like our 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 10 or longer, then it's like, yeah, we should have Hobbs in the nickel because that's where he excels. Pure passing downs, man-to-man or zone, whatever, out of the nickel, right? Hobbs got burnt in man to last week. It was all, I think most of it was cover 3. I don't think it was man. And now my sling will not let me sign in. Dude, what is going on with my streams tonight? Are we serious right now? It literally won't let me sign in. Bear with me, guys. It signed me out, and now it won't let me sign back in. Let me try to get up another stream just in case if I miss before the... Okay, so I think I just missed the first down play because, of course, my streams are having a heart attack tonight, and I kind of caught the tail end of it, and Packers threw deep to Dobbs, and feet got tangled up and incomplete. So I'm at 12:05 in the second quarter for anyone wondering. I'm trying to work this out. It's just everything's going against me with streams tonight, of course. I mean, happens. And of course I have like bots. Give me a second. Dude, what is going on with my stuff, man? It's crazy. All right. I think I'm okay. There's a commercial. Yeah, I'm commercial now. Dude, it's been bad. It's been bad. All night I haven't been able to get my Peacock app to load, which you pay for. It literally the game hasn't shown on it. My Sling has been freezing and just logged me out. Now I'm back in on it, but it's behind. So I'm actually using a completely legal stream, and it seems like it's ahead of Sling, so I'll stick with that. That's where we're at. I think you're actually where I'm at, so now you're actually live. Yeah. This is 2025, and there's still this many issues to try to watch a damn football game. And it's like you pay for apps and you still have to deal with stuff like this. And I'm wired connection. I'm wired connection and everything. I have pretty decent speed. It's not like, oh my gosh, but it's like, come on. All right, still commercial break. How is that not PI? I think it's just they're chalking it up to them tangling feet. I'm pretty sure. I need to get an Oladapo jersey because he wears 27. What's 27? YouTube NFL ticket and Prime is all you need. Yeah, Sunday ticket is YouTube TV is usually pretty spot on with me. It never has an issue. Neither that or Prime can you watch this game tonight, right? Or can you watch it on YouTube TV? I don't know. All right, we're back. Nonetheless, we're back. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying, like, why do we throw the deep ball to Golden at all? I agree with you guys. 2nd and 10, starting at, or now we're at our own 26-yard line. Love in the gun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Josh Jacobs, who gets contacted in the backfield, gains 1 yard. Seems to happen a lot. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Oh. I used to have an antenna. I took it down. It was like one of those huge ones on the top of my house, but I don't have it anymore. Probably should put that thing back up there, huh? 3rd and 9. Love in the gun. Steelers showing pressure pre-snap. Golden in motion. Love takes a snap. Steelers do bring pressure. Love drifts back, pumps, and has to throw it away, and there's flags thrown. There might be roughing the passer. Let's see what they call. I think it's roughing the passer, man. Was it high around his head area? I couldn't see the long conversation by the refs. Oh, TJ went around his ankles at the end. Let's see what they call. Nope. They pick up the flag. Wow. They pick up the flag and then call illegal hands to the face on Zach Tom. Packers forced to punt. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it is a penalty on Tom. You see the hands to the face. But they're calling... I don't really agree with them picking up the roughing the passer flag. I mean, Watt literally grabbed his ankles, but okay. Okay. It was definitely illegal hands to face by Tom. I mean, I could see that, but okay. Wheelan ready to punt. Ugh. Come on, Wheelan. Nuke it. Punt underway. It's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Across the 30 to the 35. Why is the offense stalling? I don't know. I don't know, man. Watt was not blocked into him. Yeah, I didn't see that either. Yeah, I didn't see that either. I feel like the offense in a lot of games this year, it's like they just hit like a slump right around this point in the game, man. Sky Rizzy game. Yeah, man. We need one of those, don't we? It's been a while. It's been a while. I feel like we get a little taste of the offense and early in games, and then it's just like, meh. It's like, okay. We haven't really established the run too well either. Rodgers takes a snap, play action left. Rodgers rolling right, throws right. Caught to, is that Skarnek? It is Skarnek. Gain of 13. Skoronek, of course, of all people. This guy, wide open. Okay. So first down Steelers. I think they're right around the 50-yard line. I think they're at their own 48. Let me look. Yeah, they're at their own 48-yard line. Rodgers under center. Takes a snap, toss right to Jalen Warren. Cuts back middle, and Devontae Wyatt on the stop. Call it a gain of 2. Okay. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right. Rodgers takes a snap on 2nd and 8. Pumps middle, has to roll right. Rodgers has to throw it out of bounds. Gary looking for a hold there, doesn't get it. And 3rd and 8 coming up. And it seems like they were holding Gary there, but no call. Third and 8. Come on, defense. Let's get off the field here. It'd be huge. So far, been pretty solid on defense. Rodgers in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Now motions up to in line. Rodgers takes the snap. 4-man rush. Rodgers has to scramble center. Throws deep and batted away by Evan Williams, and there's a flag thrown. What is the flag on? Are they just going to extend this drive? And there's going to be a defensive hold, man. Come on. Oh, come on. Holding on Nixon. Let's watch I'm going to watch the replay if this is a holder. I guess. I mean, that was going to be a touchdown to DK if Evan Williams didn't bat that thing down. But, I mean, it's kind of a soft call. I could see where the refs called it, but I'm not too big on that one. Now Steelers at the Packers 45. Handoff up the middle to Warren, and he gets a big gain. Lowers shoulder, and McKinney gains a 9. Gain of 9. All right. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. We need an interception? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. 2nd and 1. Rodgers under center. Takes the snap, toss left. Warren cuts up field and gains another first down to the 30. Run defense got to shore up, man. Warren's getting a lot of room up front and cutting up field for gains of 4 or 5, sometimes more. Rodgers under center at the Green Bay 30. Rodgers takes the snap. Handoff left to Warren, and Kingsley Enagbare is in the backfield. It might be a loss of 4. Basically took the handoff. Loss of 5. Dude, Enagbare is just like he's good for one of those plays every couple games. Every time. Like every year, man. What a play on first down for Enagbare. 2nd and 15. Rodgers takes a snap. Play action left. Rodgers, quick throw back left to Gainwell. He goes forward on a screen for gain of 1. So 3rd down coming up. If I'm ahead of you guys, just pause my stream. Just pause mine. Play clock or game clock is at 7:10, 09, 7:08, 7:07, 7:06. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. Come on, defense. All right, Steelers got to hurry up. Play clock at 2. Rodgers takes the snap. Empty set. Parsons with pressure throws it across the middle to Jonnu and gets forward for about a gain of maybe 9 yards. 4th down coming up. Parsons almost got through the middle there. Rodgers got it off quick to Jonnu for the check down and got a little yards after the catch there, but still 4th down. It's going to be another Boswell kick for the lead here. I mean, you'll live by holding to teams to field goals. You just got to have your offense respond. So Boswell, already 2 for 2 in the night. And there's a false start. Boswell takes the practice kick anyways, and it goes through, but there's a flag for a false start. So, back it up 5 yards. Still a very easy kick for Boswell. Yeah, it looks like Parsons got held up the middle on that 3rd down, in my opinion, but, what's new? All right. Now it's going to be about a 47-yard left hash Boswell kick to take the lead. 48-yard, they're calling it. Snap, hold, kick is right down the middle. Steelers take the lead. 9-7. Okay. 9-7 game. Interesting. I mean, I think the defense has been playing fine. Bend but don't break in this game so far. Offense needs to wake the hell up. I mean, it's like a weekly thing that there's like a lull period in a game where the offense is just like, it's like, what are we doing out there, man? Without that kind of bullshit hold on Nixon, if I'm being honest, is a soft call. Like, Steelers probably don't even get 3 there. Or they don't get 3. So, offense got to respond, man. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, need to get a touchdown, man. I agree. agree. Steelers get ball at half. Yeah, so it's going to be, we got to get points here. Got to get points. These refs work for the NBA gambling mafia. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, come on, offense. Come on. Dolphins head coach, our play caller next to you. Mike McDaniel. I don't know. Do we want that? Like, do we? Like, do we want that? I don't know. All right. Any rumors are available? Deadline train players available? I know the Packers have been looking at cornerbacks, but I haven't heard anything like offensive side of the football. They're looking at they called about DJ Turner, Cam Taylor-Britt, and Alontae Taylor. So there's the rumors we have as of right now. Just need 27. That's true. Refs are playing it tight tonight, man. They're calling a lot of flags on defensive backs so far. All right, kickoff for Boswell. It is going to be returned from Savion at about the 6-yard line, who cuts across the middle, gets about to the 34-yard line. Devon A-Chain, that's right. I heard there was a rumor for that. I don't know the validity with that. I can't confirm that, but that would be interesting. I would be all about that. All right, here we go. 5:46 left. So in an ideal world, you take all 5, almost 6 minutes here, and you end with a touchdown. All right? Let's see if we can do that. Jordan Love at his own 34 takes the snap under center. Love throws back right to John Fitzpatrick, who goes forward for about a gain of 3. Packers cut Ben Sims to activate Christian Watson, so only 3 tight ends are Kraft, Musgrave, and Fitzpatrick. And at this rate, Fitzpatrick gets more play time than Musgrave due to the fact that he can actually block a single player on the field. And they find him there for a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. All right. 2nd and 6. Love comes out in the gun at their own 38. Watson at the top of the screen. Single coverage press. Single high, man. Take this shot to Watson. Take this shot to Watson, man. He has outside leverage. Love takes a snap. Hand off Jacobs. Goes up the middle. Gain of about 3. 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. Third and 3. Let's see what the Packers pull out of the playbook. Packers in the gun. 3rd and 3. Steelers showing double A gap pressure. Heath in motion. Love takes a snap. 4-man rush. Love stands strong in the pocket and throws it to Kraft, and it's dropped. Bro. Come on. We haven't converted once on 3rd down. It's right in Kraft's chest, man. And he's had a great game so far. Why are we stalling consistently? Come on, man. Steelers are up by 2 points, and now they can double up. Like, there's no... come on. Wheeling back to punt. Come on, fake punt. Come on. Nope. Wheeling, boots it. It's all the way back. Fair caught at the 16-yard line. 44-yard kick. Can't get too mad at Kraft. He's had a wonderful game and overall has been our number one receiving option all year, but it's like, what are we doing, man? Flacco just torched this defense, by the way. I mean, Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase and Higgins is Higgins. I think a lot of people would argue both of which would be number one receivers on this team. Packers never fake a punt. Wish they would. It's just dangerous there. You know, your defense has been holding pretty strong. If you fake a punt there, don't get it, you're essentially just giving the Steelers another 3 points guaranteed. Yeah, Dobbs has a couple drops. He's been playing the football well, but it's like, man, you got to come up with these. Like, if these guys are, if Dobbs is going to drop the 9 route twice or once or whatever it was, it's like, give these reps to Golden or Watson. Aren't those the guys that you want to throw deep to? You know? Like, why do we continue to just forget that Matthew Golden is a receiver? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just it's infuriating sometimes, man. It's infuriating. But let's hope the defense can hold strong here. Maybe get a 3-and-out themselves and get the ball back with some time left in this half. You miss Jaden Reed? Yeah, right? I get it. I get it, man. Jaden Reed is, a player that a lot of times on that 3rd down, you're looking his way. Just this offensive lull in the second quarter, man. I mean, the Packers have 19 running yards on 7 carries, and the Steelers' run defense isn't anything to write home about, man. It's not. Ugh. Packers are 0 for 4 on 3rd down so far. It's like, dude, crazy. All right. Warren runs left for gain of 10. Like, our run defense has been second in the league. Like, come on. Why are they all of a sudden finding success? All right. 1st down, Steelers. At their own 26-yard line. It's actually 2nd and inches, not a 1st down. Rodgers under center, takes a snap, toss left to Warren. He goes to the left side and gains another 15 yards. Like, the Steelers are just winning up front, like, heavily. They're running these O linemen at tight end, and it's working. It's working. It's just a simple zone toss, and they have Darnell Washington, who's 300 pounds, and linemen playing tight ends out there. So, you gotta match it, dude. Rodgers under center at their own 42. Takes a snap, quick throw right to Calvin Austin, who gains 7, 8 yards. Okay. Steelers going up tempo. Defense is tired, not their fault. Yeah. You can't blame them after the Packers going 3-and-out 2 times in a row. Like, defense is going to be tired. Imagine that. All right, come on. 2nd and 3, Rodgers in the gun, takes a snap, quick handoff up the middle to Gainwell. He bounces outside, and that's another 15-plus yard run. Good Lord. I mean, they're just setting the edge and blocking really well at the line of scrimmage, man. Like, that's simply what's happening. I mean, they're just outpowering this Packers front right now in the run game. Commercial break, 2-minute warning. Man, just unfortunate right now, man. Why do I feel like this happens? Like, this has been happening like every Packers game where it's like you get a little bit of, oh, okay, here we go in the beginning of the game, and then it's just like, okay, what are we doing now? It's like, what are we doing now? I mean, refs. I mean, I can't really sit here and just be like blame the refs or anything, but it seems like a lot of Steelers O linemen getting away with some holds here. But if they're gonna call it like this, it's smart on the Steelers to just continue to outpower and run the football against this defense. This defense that's tired because the Packers offense can't get a damn first down, and they're 0 for 4 on third downs. Like, 2 straight 3-and-outs. What do you expect your defense to do? You just expect them to go out there full of energy every time after sitting off for what, 4 plays? Like, no. 5 plays? No. I didn't see the false start. I didn't watch the replay. But everyone's saying it seems like it was pretty bad, huh? Ugh. I feel like there could be, a time when this happened when a team simply has bigger bodies out there and the Packers don't really have that true, like, I mean, there's Nazir Stackhouse, but, he hasn't been the best. Colby Wooden is like a 300-pound nose tackle. Carl Brooks is terrible against the run. Wyatt's a 3-tech pass rusher. Brinton's a 3-tech, pass rusher. And then you have a bunch of other just edge guys. So it's like, I figured there'd be a game where a team kind of just says, hey, we're going to roll out our heavy tight ends and our linemen at tight end and try to stop it. And that's kind of what's happening right now. 1st and 10, handoff Gainwell up the middle. And finally, the Packers hold that run to a minimal gain, only a gain of 2. Yeah, Stackhouse is a big body, but he's struggled, man. He's struggled early. He's had some good plays, but he has struggled too. All right, 2nd and 9. Rodgers in the gun, 1:30 in this half. Takes a snap, quick screen left, and dropped by Calvin Austin. But Bullard would have been right there for probably a tackle for loss, and now we got 3rd and 9. Rodgers has completed 9 passes only in this game so far, all of which to different players. That's crazy. 3rd and 9. Come on, let's get off the field here. Rodgers in the gun, trips left. Hobbs in the nickel. There we go. Rodgers empty set. Takes the snap. Packers bring 5, and Cooper gets right through the A gap. And another flag on Nixon. Dude, get your head around. I know you're in man coverage, but come on. God. Oh, my God. Play the football, my guy. Oh, rough game. Rough game for Nixon, man. This is terrible. Like, you're in man cover. It's such a bad throw that it ends up in PI, but I know you're in man coverage and you're simply watching the receiver's hips and eyes, but get your freaking head around, man. And Edgerrin Cooper became unblocked up the middle, and they end up with a 25-yard gain due to a penalty, and now they're at the Packers' 15. Rodgers takes a snap, handoff up the middle to Warren, and he pushes the pile for about a gain of 3 yards. Man. Yep, and they're gonna bleed the clock all the way to the end of this half. There's under a minute now, and they start with the ball in the second half. They could quite literally go up 16-7 here and start with the ball in the second half. 2nd and 7. Rodgers under the center here. Rodgers takes a snap. Play action left. Rodgers rolls right. Metcalf's wide open. And Nixon lays a hit. And out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Yeah, the underthrown ball PI is one of those things in the NFL that sometimes it's better for a quarterback to underthrow a ball deep, because if it's in man coverage, all your receiver has to do is try to come back to the ball, and they're going to call PI on it pretty much every time. All right. Metcalf singled out wide right with Nixon and man. Rodgers under center, 1st and goal. Takes the snap. Looks, throws Metcalf, slant touchdown. I mean, it's a perfect way to end the drive for the Steelers. You know, picked on Nixon multiple times, end up with a touchdown. And after a PAT, it's going to be 16-7. We'll see if they end up going for 2 here, though. I mean, Metcalf, big body receiver. Once he gets to the inside, a lot of the times, all he should do is just box you out. That's all he's got to do. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. All right. And PAT is up and good. 16-7 game. Packers have 2 timeouts in 34 seconds. Ideally, you want to try to at least get a little bit of points here. Maybe end up with a long field goal attempt like last week. But we'll see. We'll see. But 16-7, and that's even more unfortunate when you consider the Steelers will start with the football in the second half. So, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're trying to run the ball, but we have 7 carries for 19 yards. There's only so much you can do when you get no success up the middle. And I was worried about Hayward. I was worried about Hayward, you know, kind of eating our lunch in this game with our interior, how poor they've kind of been blocking it in some moments. So, yeah, that's kind of been the case. Like, Jacobs 5 carries for 16 yards, 3.2 average isn't going to cut it, man. But yeah, J-Mac, I get it too. Like, 7 carries is also a problem, right? Like, 7 carries and a half is also a problem. I agree. But at the same time, it's like if you're gaining 2 to 3 yards a carry, I don't know. You gotta break off some big ones, and overall, you just gotta block better up the middle, man. Like, I feel like it's so consistently like bad up the middle from time to time. They're picking on Nixon. They sure are, and yeah, it's seeming to work right now. It's working.
Go on coverage. Clown face emoji. Nixon is a bum.
Appreciate the dono. I didn't say it was good coverage. I said Metcalf boxed him out. So, okay. Oh, man. All right. Should be back from commercial here any second. And it seems like Sean Ryan's in at guard. So the Packers, Packers still can't figure out this interior, this O-line, man. And the ball is going to go back for a touchback. I didn't see if it... Don't know if it landed in the landing zone or not. Okay, Matt, my bad. I thought you were. No, you're good. I was like, I didn't say it was good. Like, time to time, a lot of time, like the one against Chase, it was good coverage, but so far tonight, man, it's just they're picking on him. It's working. All right, so it did bounce in the landing zone, and the Packers now start at their 20 when they have no time. Okay. Great. All right. Loving the gun at his own 20. Packers have 2 timeouts, 34 seconds to try to make something out of this disgusting second quarter. 4-man rush. Love drops back. Has to check down to Jacobs to the right. Kraft blocking. Got to get out of bounds, Jacobs. There we go. Gain of about 9. 7 seconds. Gain of 9. All right. 27 seconds. Packers still have 2 timeouts. They're at the 29-yard line, their own 29. All right. Yeah, Valentine's starting on the outside over Hobbs tonight, yes. And has been playing well up to this point. Loving the gun. Changes the play. Play clock down to 3. Got to get this thing off. 2. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Love. Throws. Deep right. Caught by Watson. And they're saying inbound, so they got to take a timeout. Why are they letting the clock run? There we go. They take a timeout. And what a catch by Watson. I mean, yeah, that's a catch. I mean, if he's going to be the only one catching the football, I'll keep throwing it to him. So, they should put that clock back up to 18. They do. Okay. They put the clock back up to 18 because they got the timeout right away. So Packers still have a timeout. Packers still have a timeout. We threw it downfield to Watson. Yeah, look what happens. He made a nice play on the football. All right. They're at their own 47, loving the gun. Need about, 10 to 15 yards to make it a field goal range. Love takes a snap, 4-man rush. Love steps up in the pocket, throws right to Jacobs, and he stays in bounds. There's a flag down, though. There is a flag down. Let's see. That might end up helping the Packers because they would have to burn another timeout there. Let's see. What's it on? I think it's on the offense. Defense. Face mask on the defense. They're going to get a free 15-yard penalty on TJ Watt. And the Packers get 15 yards. The clock stops, and they keep their timeout. I fully expect, yeah. Watt just rips on Tom's face mask, and the refs see it. Okay, I mean, 12 seconds. If the Steelers are going to play anything but too high, I think you have to take a shot here. Try to take a shot here. If they come out in single high, you take a shot to Watson or Golden. Pick your poison. But now the Packers in Steelers territory at the 36-yard line. Loving the gun. 12 seconds. Steelers showing A-gap pressure. Love takes the snap. Love, quick throw, cross the middle. Caught by Malik Heath. Gets forward for about 9, and they have to take a timeout, and field goal coming up. They take a timeout at 2 seconds, and the Packers going to look for 3 here to make it a 6-point one-score game. All right, McManus, come on. All right. Yeah. This is a huge kick. This is a absolutely huge kick because Steelers start with the ball in the second half. Making this a 1-score game here rather than, it being a 2-score game. Say the Steelers scored, again, then you're looking at, a 16-point game. It's like, ugh. All right, here we go. It's going to be a, let's see, right hash 44-yard attempt. McManus, who missed a 57-yarder earlier. Snap, hold, kick is no good, man. Oh, my God. All right. Bring in the Haversick comments. I'm fine with it now. I'm fine with it now. That's bad. Yikes. I'm almost like, I'm honestly more annoyed at the Packers like organization for I guess clearing McManus. I don't know. It's like, come on. It doesn't look like he's 100%. It literally doesn't look like he's 100%. There's not nearly as much power on his kicks right now. And he hasn't kicked in what? 3 weeks? Dude, I don't know. Like the 57-yarder, whatever. That's a hard kick, regardless of who you are. I know Haversick's coming off a 61-yarder franchise record. I get that. I can't get overly mad about that one. But the 44, man, come on. Let's be real with ourselves. Come on. Oh my God. So many stalled drives in the second quarter. 2 missed field goals. 0 for 4 on third down. Like, what are we doing right now, guys? Honestly, what the hell are we doing? Why is this every game? There's like a period in the game where you're just like, you don't know what you're watching, man. Like, I don't want to sit here and act, too entitled. The Packers still are 4-1-1, but it's like, sometimes it's just so painful, man. It's just so painful. It's like no run game to speak of in that first half. Drop footballs, 2 missed kicks, can't convert on third down. Tons of penalties on defense. Like, if the defense weren't put in positions to jump back on the field multiple times, they wouldn't be getting torn up in the run game, man. I mean, the Steelers are getting 5.4 yards per carry. Dude, I'm not mad at Brandon McManus himself, dude. I'm mad at the Packers. Like, all right, let me go through some of these super chats. Appreciate you guys. Jeff Benjamin, we didn't block well, but we made up by not tackling. Dude, I know. It's yeah, we haven't been we're losing the battle in the trenches. I think that's a good way to put it. Matt says defense is going to have to carry us as usual. That's the thing that's so painful, man. It's like our defense is so damn good, and Jordan Love is playing well as well. Like, multiple drops, he's still 13 for 18, 146, 8.1 average and a touchdown and a 114 rating. Like, it's not Love right now. It's not. O'Shane says, give Haversick the job. No worrying about contracts. Yeah, dude, I get it. But my point of bringing up the McManus contract is he earned it. Like, literally, I don't think there was a person in this chat that was mad when we extended McManus to the 3-year deal. Like, he was pretty perfect up to that point. He was perfect in training camp, essentially. A quadricep injury to a mid-30s kicker. How old is he? 34. That can derail a season. He's 34. Yeah, that can derail a season. So it's like, I'm more angry at the Packers front office for, I guess, clearing him and thinking like, yeah, he's good to go. Like, I feel like I could look at 2 of his kicks and clearly see that he doesn't have the power that he had. I don't know, man. I don't know. Next one, Kyle Cray, appreciate you, man. Why is Matt not putting Golden or Watson in these have to have it situations more? I'm also tired of seeing Golden in motion or catching. Dude, you and me both, brother. Like, I could go on for like 10 minutes straight talking about how the Packers continue to force Matthew Golden as a backfield guy. I don't know. And clearly Watson came out to play and has already made plays when the ball has been put in his direction. Need to continue giving the ball to Watson. Need to take shots. We need to take downfield shots to Golden. Why is that not a thing? The Packers have done it, a few times, and I think majority of them has ended up in big plays. So it's like, why are we not doing that? The Steelers play a lot of single high. They've played so much cover one so far by by what I see so far. We'll look at the coach's film on Tuesday, but if they're going to be playing cover one, press. I mean, you want that if you have guys like Christian Watson and Golden. Like you were like licking your chops going, yeah, please play single high cover one against us because we have 2 guys that are like 4.3 speed. Like all they have to do if they get a good release on you, like goodbye. I don't know. Dude, I hear you. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's even more frustrating because it's like, not that I would want this more, like the Packers to be losing because Rodgers is like cooking, but he's not. Like 11 for 15, 102, 6.8 average, a touchdown. It's really just the Steelers manhandling the Packers front 7 right now, bringing big bodies on the field, and the Packers don't have a way to match it. But yeah, it should be a 3-point game. You're right. It should be 16-13. You're right. You're right, man. The Packers, if they make all their kicks this season, they're also, 6-0. If we're being honest. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's rough. Matt says, I feel like we're calling plays like a college team. Like Ole Miss. Yeah, dude, I hear you. Yeah, I don't know. Gary mocked the belt after a sack. Yeah, but usually when that happens, Rodgers goes off, and he hasn't had to. So I don't think it's that. I didn't even see him do that, by the way. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Ugh. Haversick is inactive, so we can't obviously use him now, but it seems like maybe they made a too early decision for McManus. That's what it seems like. Wide receiver snaps in the first half. Dobbs has 22, Golden has 20, Watson has 16, Heath with 8, Savion with 2. You almost wonder, did McManus downplay the injury to say this week, hey, I'm good to go. This is completely fine. Kind of not lie, but chalk it up like he's fine because he's worried about Haversick taking his job. If he had another week of what we saw the last 2, I feel like that. I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah. Are we done defending Nixon? Not after, couple bad plays in this game. The PI call, that's going to happen against any corner on an underthrown ball, but, you got to get your head around. You got to make a play on the football. And then there's just situations, man. The Packers are being put in situations. The Steelers know what they want with what the Packers are doing on defense, and they're taking advantage of it. It's been an overall bad game for Nixon so far. Yeah, they do get the ball, unfortunately. All right. We're almost back from half, I believe. Yeah, Nixon plays a physical game, so there's going to be games where refs call just about everything. And this is one of them, where there's other games where ref groups allow the cornerbacks and receivers to play, remain physical. You know, that holding call on him was soft. The PI, it was definitely PI, but it's just an underthrown ball. That'll happen in man. Yeah, but he does play a physical ball game, so you also have to understand that and go, hey, these games are going to happen, but he has to understand that. And when it starts getting called like it is, all right, you got to tone it down. You got to tone it down. Ugh. Wish Aaron taught Love how to run his own offense. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like at a point with Rodgers on the Packers, like late Rodgers, man, he was pretty much running his own thing there. But that's not always the best thing. I think overall it's good to just have a good relationship, coach, quarterback, where you kind of are thinking the same things. Is that the case with Love and LaFleur? I don't know. But it just seems like it gets a little too difficult. Little too difficult at times, you know? That's for sure. A little too difficult. Do you think they'll play Haversick? He is inactive, so they can't. They can't. All right, still halftime break. Can we activate two kickers? Yeah, you can. They didn't tonight, but yeah, you can have two kickers on your 46, but it puts you in a position where you may run out of special team players. Or you may have some players playing special teams that you probably shouldn't. So that's kind of the problem. Guess we going for it at every fourth down in Steelers territory. I mean, that's definitely going to be, something going forward that, hey, if the Packers are in that range of, 45 plus and it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, even 4th and 5, then yeah, you probably got to talk about going for it at this rate. With clearly McManus having a down game, maybe still injured. It's definitely being talked about, I'm sure. Not ignoring that play calling's bad. I've definitely said that before, but at the same time, it's like the last third down we had, Kraft dropped a wide open first down pass. So I don't, I think it's both certain types of play calling that is a little questionable, but at the same time, the Packers are having trouble executing. Like, they're having trouble executing a lot right now. So it's a little bit of both. 3 drops has nothing to do with play calling. But you also got to execute. All right, kickoff is underway to start this second half. To the Pittsburgh Steelers, caught at the 2-yard line is Gainwell, who goes forward and gets tackled at the 26. And I saw a hand warmer fly off a player, and I thought it was the football, and I'm like, oh, fumble. Was not. Was not. All right. First and 10, Steelers starting at their own 27-yard line. Rodgers under center. Takes a snap. Rodgers play action left. He rolls right. He has to come back right and throw it out of bounds. Parsons with the pressure. So, incomplete on first and 10. Now it's second. We need to stop. Yeah. We definitely do. Second and 10. Surprise Steelers didn't run on first down. They've been running the ball really well. Second and 10, Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap, another pass. Quick screen left to Freiermuth, and what a tackle by Carrington Valentine. Minimal gain of 2, and Freiermuth looks shaken up. Don't want to see that, but it was a great tackle by Valentine. Valentine just plays that physical type of football that you like on the outside, man. Oof. Man, he got hit hard in the thigh, knee area. Flipped him. Hopefully Freiermuth's okay, but still love to see the physicality by Valentine there. All right, Freiermuth gets up. That's good. All right, third down. Nah, it doesn't look like ACL. I think he just kind of took the shoulder to the knee, just kind of like maybe just hit it right on that side of that bone. All right, 3rd and 8. Come on, guys. Got to get off the field here. Let's get some pressure. Get some pressure and just don't hold our PI, please. All right, Rodgers empty set in the gun. And no flag. Rodgers throwing deep, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Keyshawn Nixon on Roman Wilson. Rodgers looks mad. He's looking for a call for offsides and doesn't get it. It looked close. And it looked like either Parsons or Wyatt may have entered the neutral zone. They definitely did. And there's no flag thrown. Wyatt was 100% in the neutral zone. Ugh. Now they're talking about it. There's no flag. Rodgers basically joining the ref huddle. We know this very well. So, I mean, I can't lie. That should be a neutral zone, but I don't think they can't just throw a flag after the fact, and they don't. And the Steelers have to punt. I mean, it would have been third. It would have been third and 3 with that penalty. That's bad. That's bad. I'm not even gonna lie. The refs. I mean, they gotta. I don't know. They've been pretty bad this year overall. But now you take it, you know, it's what happens. It's football. All right. Punt underway. Who's back there? Who is back there? Oh my God, what a punt. It's Romeo Doubs who catches it, and there's a flag down, and Doubs just kind of stands there. I don't know what he's doing and gains like a yard or 2. Okay. They don't have no idea what they're doing at punt return, man. They have literally no idea. There is a flag down. Was it holding? No way. Oh, yeah, holding. Javon Bullard, half the distance to goal. Special teams penalty. Wow, imagine that. No way. Wow. I just don't know how you're paying Richard Bisaccia so much damn money when it's so consistently bad. Dobbs just like why is he turning too? Just standing there like stuttering around and just like diving forward for 2 yards. Like I don't. And every special teams, ew, dude, can we please get the camera off the guy like chewing a shit ton of gum? I don't need to see that. God. It's a Steelers special teams coordinator. Why do they have to do the close-up like that? All right, now they're starting at their own 10, the Green Bay Packers. Takes a snap, Love, handoff Jacobs, who is tackled right in the backfield by Jalen Ramsey, gain of nothing. I mean, Steelers are selling out against the run, and they're winning. They're winning. The Steelers are 8th in the NFL loading the box. Like they do it a lot. If you're going to have an unblocked corner blitz, a lot of the time, it's not going to be a great play. Yards per rush at 2.4 for the Packers. 2nd and 10, Love under center. Again, Steelers stacking the box. Love takes a snap, play action, rolls left, comes back, throws to Kraft left, caught. No, Musgrave, excuse me, for 5 yards. 3rd and 5. Can the Packers convert their first 3rd down on the night? If they don't, we're already talking about pretty good field position for the Steelers. Let's hope that's not the case. 3rd and 5. Steelers in single high. Press on the outside. Loading the A-gap. Love in the gun, takes a snap, 5-man rush. Love stands in the pocket, throws it up, and somehow caught by Kraft. Stiff arms, Kraft across the 50, another stiff arm, breaks a tackle, a 3rd stiff arm, and Tucker Kraft is the only player on this offense doing jack shit today. 59-yard gain. What in the world was that? Oh my God. Love got absolutely clobbered in the pocket, just said, F it, Kraft is down there somewhere. The defender, has no idea the ball's in the air. Kraft repositions, catches the ball, throws about 17 stiff arms, and just continues to stiff arm players running down the field. Dude, he's been on fire outside of the drop, man. If that was Nixon, it would have been PIO for sure. Wow. That'll get you a little bit of momentum. First and 10. Wow, what a play when they needed it the most, man. Pretend Mike David, appreciate you, buddy, says yak. Yep. Kraft, yak, and cheese, my friend. He is going off tonight, that's for sure. Wow, he's been on fire. He's like the only player that's really made big plays. Like Watson has a couple of nice catches. Dobbs early on had a nice catch, but a couple drops since then. But yeah. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. All right, yeah, we need to score a touchdown here, gain a little momentum. You gotta work off that big play there. Yeah, prayers up for Elliott. Yeah, it didn't look great on his knee, so hopefully he's all good. Did he push off OPI or no? No, he was just working back to the football. It was such a bad, Love got hit while throwing it, that it was such a underthrown ball that in man coverage, the defensive back's playing like Kraft. He's watching his hips, and Kraft was able to work back towards the football. Luckily it wasn't zone, because I think we're talking about potential interception there if it was. I don't think it was a push, because he's it was such an underthrown ball, he had to work back to it. I'm not too terribly mad at the throw. The Steelers are bringing like 8 or 7 rushers, and there's one-on-one opportunities, and Love has to throw to one, you know? The Steelers have been doing that all night. They're bringing tons of pressure because Love typically is pretty poor against pressure, but just got a little lucky there. But yeah, commercial break for now because the injury to Elliott. Oh, that I'm rewatching that play. That knee did not look good for Elliott. Yikes. Hopefully he's it doesn't look good. It does not. Why are they showing this in slow-mo? Oh, I do not like that's definitely a hyperextended knee or something's bad in there. Oof. I do not like that. Packers all the way at the Steelers 26-yard line. Love in the gun, takes a snap, handoff Jacobs. He cuts back left, breaks a tackle, goes forward for about a gain of 6. So gets a nice run on first down there. Tuck around and find out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a good first down run. Where's the play action? It's coming. Got to get the run game established a little bit. It works without it, but it works better with it. All right, Love under center on 2nd and 4. Could run it here. Can run play action here. Watson in motion. Love takes a snap. Handoff left to Jacobs. He cuts back right, goes middle. Gains about 1.5 yards. Maybe they'll give it 2. Now it's going to be 3rd down. You know, can't settle for a field goal here. 3rd and 2. I think it's 4-down territory. I think you run it yet again. 3rd and 2. Love takes a snap. Handoff Jacobs. He goes up the middle. Gain of about 2. It's going to be 4th and 1. Go for it again. And, oh man, if offense going for it, you got to get this. At this rate with Tucker Kraft game, put him under center and run a sneak. 3 straight runs. You guys can't get mad and say run the ball more, and then when they do it, get mad. In shotgun, I don't like this on 4th and 1. Right, takes the snap. Play action. Throw right to Kraft. Catches it. 1st down. Goes forward inside the 10. Tucker Kraft is on a mission, man. He's got 116, man. I thought they were almost going to do the Kraft sneak there, but instead they do the Kraft little RPO flat yet again. He's having a game, man. First and goal from the 10. Love in the gun. Takes the snap. Love looking, throwing right. Screenplay. Tucker Kraft goes forward. Gain of about 2.5. Love him got smoked by TJ Watt there, man. Love did get hit pretty hard. Oof. All right, 2nd and goal from the 8.5 yard line. Love empty set, trips left. Savion motions into the backfield, now orbits left. Screenplay to Savion left. He goes forward, and I think that's a touchdown, Savion Williams. It is. Somehow Savion gets a touchdown before Matthew Golden. I'll take it, man. Hey, see, that's why it's like, yeah, sure, you can get mad at the orbit screens from time to time. But when they work, they work. You know why that one worked? It's because you motioned Savion and it wasn't man coverage, and then you won the count on the outside. That's why it happened, and that's why it worked. Packers now, PAT, up and good. A 2-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Let me adjust that scorecard for you guys. And just like that, we have life. We have life. We have life. It worked because you ran away from 90. Yeah. Savion, man. But at the same time, right? Like, as I say that, it's because you did a screen to a guy like Savion who, with the ball in his hands, can make crazy good plays. I mean, so can Golden, but he's not a backfield guy. So that was kind of the argument. Like, hey, if we're going to be doing the backfield stuff, do it to Savion, right? How does Savion have more targets than Golden? Man, if it's working, it's working. Go with the hot hand. I mean, it's just, I think it's just the fact that we're not going to Golden that's annoying, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. That's Savion's specialty, 100%. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right. Shh. 0 on Golden is gross. I disagree. I like it. I like it. All right, still in commercial break. All right, almost back from commercial. All right. Kickoff about to be underway for the Packers. Tucker in the tent. I didn't see that. It is going to be muffed at the 10-yard line, and nice tackle by Mosby for Williams, and they started throwing 23 after a weird kick return there by the Steelers. Rodgers takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Jalen Warren about to gain a 3. All right. 2nd and 6. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap, looking left. Quick throw across the middle. DK Metcalf, who breaks a tackle all the way to the 50. 25-yard gain. Rodgers checked to that, saw that slant wide open, and took it. Ugh. And it seems like Rodgers knew Bullard was rotating out, Quay late to his zone. Evan Williams misses a tackle. That's how you lose 25 yards. Wide open DK. All right, in the Packers territory, actually at the 49. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap. Play action right. Swings back right to Jalen Warren. McDuffie misses a tackle. Oh my God. Sorrell misses a tackle, and he gains 11 yards. Missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle. Terrible. Yeah, Warren is breaking so many tackles. Like, McDuffie's been so good this year, but that was a horrible tackle attempt. First and 10. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking right. Screen right. No, fakes it. And he's going to get sacked by Carl Brooks, and the ball came out. I think the Packers might be on it. Carl Brooks might have just stripped that thing. Oh, what happened? Did we get on it? It's a sack nonetheless. Let's see who ends up with Packers football. Was that Carl Brooks, baby? Oh, man. Let's see. Replay. That's a pass. Rodgers kind of threw it down at the ground. They're going to review it. Rodgers just like tried throwing it down at the ground while he's going down. Like, Rodgers is throwing it to Warren, who's right in front of him. It's by the rules, it's allowed, but it really shouldn't be. It's going to be an incomplete pass at the end of the day, which is terrible, but the refs, will the teams get back to their sideline? I mean, it's going to end up an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's not even grounding because Warren was right in front of him. So no sack even. Yikes. Yikes. Is this a smart play by Rodgers? It's not a sack either. It's incomplete pass. All right. Second and 10. At the Packers 38, Rodgers takes a snap, quick screen out to Calvin Austin, who tips it twice, comes down with it, and Bullard right there for the stop, gaining nothing. Javon Bullard is so good against the screen. Third and 10. All right, third and 10. Rodgers in the gun. Come on, defense. If we can get a sack, you kick him out of field goal range. Packers showing A-gap pressure, and Steelers have to take a timeout. All right. right, so it's still going to be 3rd and 10 after a timeout, but that's a brutal timeout to take in the second half. It's the pass wasn't intentional grounding because Warren was right in front of him. Go Pack, go Chance erupt in, I want to call it Heinz Field, but it's not. It's Acrisure Stadium. Okay, whatever that is. 3rd and 10. Rodgers in the gun. Empty set. Packers show a gap, then bail Quay out. Looks like it's Tampa 2 here. Rodgers takes the snap, looking left, throwing left, incomplete left. Valentine in coverage on Metcalf. Nothing there. And here comes Boswell for yet another field goal. And Valentine having a wonderful game. Kraft left the medical tent on the bench now. That's good. Do we have any idea what the injury was? Valentine's been balling out tonight, man. It makes you wonder why he saw 2 snaps last week. It's actually kind of terrible. Boswell, already 3 for 3. Already made one from 56. Here is one from another 56. Kick is up. And it's good. I mean, it's seamless, man. It's seamless. 19-14. So, still a 1-score game. Boswell, perfect. Perfect so far. Commercial break. All right. Valentine needs more playing time. Well, he's getting it tonight. Hobbs has really only been, like, passing down nickel corner so far. That's it. Do they go for 2 if we need a touchdown? What do you mean? Like, if we score, do we go for 2? Probably. Because then, you want to be up by 3. So, if we score, we probably go for 2. I mean, it would be kind of dumb not to. If we had Haversick, we'd be up 20-19. Yeah, I get you. But we don't. Boswell has been money for them, man. Boswell's a weapon, yeah. I mean, 4 field goals today, 2 from 56. That's definitely a weapon. That's for damn sure. How many points does Tucker Kraft have on fantasy? I have him. He is 22.7. There we go. Here we go. Whatever happened to Anders Carlson, he retire. I think he's kind of forced into retirement. No teams wants him. All right. Kickoff about to be underway. It is going to be returned from Savion at the 3-yard line. Up the left side. Cuts right. Bo Melton with a block. Savion only gets to the 23-yard line. A little too much east and west. Just got to go north and south there, but is what it is. All right, here we go. First and 10. Love under center at their own 22-yard line. Probably checking this into a screen due to the Steelers playing so off. Love play action up the middle. Has to roll left. Has to throw back middle. Caught by Emmanuel Wilson, who breaks 2 tackles and goes forward for a gain of 13 or 14. Great yards after contact there by Emmanuel Wilson on what was just a check down. And Love's getting absolutely smoked after like almost every throw. All right. Love very efficient today, man. 19 of 24 and with 3 drops. Love quite literally, should be 22 of 24, man. Love in the gun. 1st and 10 at their own 36. Takes the snap. Hand off Wilson. Nice block up the middle. And Wilson with some tough running. Gain of about 5. Yeah, Deshaun Elliott ruled out for the Steelers. That looks like a really bad knee injury. So hopefully he gets some good news tomorrow. But man, that's tough. Definitely looks brutal. All right, 2nd and 6. Love in the gun. 4 minutes remain in the 3rd quarter. Heath in motion. Love takes the snap. Quick throw right. Malik Heath gets the 1st down. And Love has 11 in a row. There we go. They still continue to work Heath into this offense, which, he makes plays. He can block. Has good hands. Why wouldn't you? Heath is really good around the sideline, man. All right, 1st and 10. Packers at their own 47-yard line. Love under center. Wilson's still the back. Love takes the snap. Hand off Wilson left. And now we get some blocking going. And Wilson goes forward for a gain of 7. Just some downhill running by Emmanuel Wilson. Wilson looks like more... Emmanuel Wilson looks bigger than he has in years past. Like more muscle. Why is Sean Ryan in there? Hey, we're starting to run the ball a little bit better. So, I don't know. If it works, it works. Go with the hot hand. All right. 2nd and 4. Love in the gun. Takes the snap. Love looking. Quick throw right to Matthew Golden, who gets the 1st down. There he is. Gain of 4. Nice little quick stick route. It's like Wilson switched to 23 and all of a sudden just like put on 15 pounds. I'm like, all right. I still can't like really wrap my head around it. I keep thinking like, who's 23? Who the hell? I'm like, I liked Wilson at 31, but hey, if he's playing like this, I can wear number 98. Don't care. 1st and 10. Love in the gun. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Love looking. Swings it out left to Josh Jacobs. Puts a stiff arm in. Can't get by Ramsey. Gain of 2. You gotta be able to make Ramsey miss there if you're Jacobs. I'm talking about, Ramsey's good against the run. You got to throw that to Slay's side. He's been very bad in space tackling, where Ramsey's been a lot better. Love in the gun. 2nd and 8. Takes the snap. Hand off Jacobs, and he maybe gains a yard. Backside Watt with run stop there. Really only a half yard. Yeah, you should probably block TJ Watt. That doesn't seem like a great strategy. 3rd and 7. You don't got to get it all here. This is 4-down territory. Love in the gun. 2nd time I've done that. It's hard, man. Love in the gun. 3rd and 7. Takes a snap. 6-man rush. Love scrambling right, throwing deep right side. Watson caught inside the 10. Flag is down. Please not offensive holding. Please not. Because that was I don't even know what that was, but it was crazy. Love just floated it, put too much height on that thing. Defender couldn't make a play on it, and Watson comes down with it. Holding. Defense, thank gosh. Oh, I saw him do the holding, and I was about to have an aneurysm. First down, penalty decline, and Christian Watson, man, just keeps making plays tonight in his return. What a play by Jordan Love. Rolling right and just putting it out there for Watson to make a play. That's an insane throw, man. Over top, that is a ridiculous throw. Wow. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Love under center. Love takes a snap, handoff left. Josh Jacobs dives forward, pushes the pile all the way to the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 4. So it's going to be second and goal from the 3. I thought it was about to be picked too. It looked like a dangerous throw. But man, it was a good one. All right. Come on, punch it in here. Go for 2. Go up by 3. It's got to be what we do. Let's get maybe. How about we get Golden a touchdown, and we have Savion and Golden with touchdowns in the same game? How about that? I mean, it's a score nonetheless, but how about both? Love has 12 or 13 straight. I think it's 13 because the Heath was 11, Golden 12, Watson 13. Love's been insane tonight, man. Zig by Golden for a touchdown. If they're in man, yeah. If they're in man, Zig will cook them. Yeah, commercial break. 14 straight? Yeah. Right? We said 14. Oh, it's 14 straight. Did I miss one? Whatever. It's great nonetheless. Oh, was it the swing to Jacobs, I think? Yeah. Dude, Watson looks great. Well, let's just take a step back and understand. Like, it doesn't even look like Watson had an injury. That's so impressive, man. So impressive. Love's also found 10 different players through the air. Damn. Seems like they're just letting him play some ball, and it's working right now. Love is cooking. Second and goal. Start of the 4th quarter. Let's punch it in here. Dobbs slant, RPO slant here. Or they could just run it another 2 times and see where they're at. But Dobbs comes out in the slot here. Might be looking for some type of slant. Golden in motion, jerk motion, handoff Jacobs, bounces out right, breaks a tackle. That's going to be a touchdown, Josh Jacobs. He is so impressive where he's dead to rights in the backfield, and he still gets around players. And Packers are going to go for 2 to hopefully take a 3-point lead here. I mean, it's just a simple handoff right to Jacobs, and he's dead to rights. The slot corner, oh my gosh, Christian Watson has blocked that slot corner into oblivion, and he made that play. Watson has been phenomenal. Man. Love in the gun, 2-point attempt. Wilson is the back to his right, trips left, Golden in motion. Love takes the snap, looking, throwing left, wide open Dobbs. 2-point is good. 3-point game. Now we got some life. Let's go. Continue it. Let's update this scorecard for you guys. Quick commercial break. That's how you answer. Let's go. There we go. That was a nice drive, man. I feel like every time there was a situation where we needed something, just made a damn play. Just made a damn play. It's still concerning, the second quarter lull every game, but hey, if it's gonna end up in the third and fourth quarter, getting some things going and ended up with a win, I'll take it, man. But let's finish this game. Got pretty much a whole quarter of football left. We've been holding them to field goals a while, and now we're up by 1. We got to create a turnover. Got to create a turnover. That 2-point play was insane. I mean, anytime you get a receiver wide open near the goal line and in the end zone, that's you know you cooked. You know you cooked. Now we need 5 for 27 points. Yeah, doesn't seem like the 27 streak is going to continue. Unless we get a safety and a field goal. It can happen, but I doubt it. All right, kickoff about to be underway. McManus with the kick. It's going to be returned at the 7-yard line. Gainwell runs left to right, stops, cuts back left, and nowhere to go. Only gets to their own 23. Nice kick coverage there by the Packers special teams unit. Safety and field goal. Here we go. Right? All right. Come on, defense. We need a sack, man. We only had, 1 so far with Gary early, and that's it? All right, now I'm doing it with this team. Rodgers under center at their own 23. Takes a snap, play action left. Rodgers, and a sack. I got to play the lottery. Micah Parsons with the sack. I'm going to go play the lottery tomorrow, guys. Huge sack. There we go. 10 yards closer to the safety. Dude, if they get a safety, I am fully in belief that the NFL is scripted. Man, what a play by Micah, man. Just absolutely he's getting held too, and he's like, no, I am getting this sack. Broderick Jones just got pooped on. 2nd and long. 2nd and 20. Rodgers takes the snap. Scrambling, looking left, and Micah's almost there. Man, he almost ripped that ball from behind. Incomplete. Another 2 steps, and I think Micah would have taken the ball out of Rodgers' hand. Oh, that was scary. 3rd and 20, please. Please, no flag. Just play sound football. Hope your players get home. Third and 20. Rodgers, empty set. Packers have 3 down linemen, and Micah standing in the A-gap. Quick screen to Jonnu. Just trying to get some yards here for a safe punt. I never understand. People are throwing fists. Please don't. Please no penalty. Not throwing fists. Throwing hands like against helmets. Please. Okay, no penalty. That's what I don't understand about offenses. Like, I get it. You want a little bit more room to punt, to maybe flip the field a little bit more. But, like, with the way the refs have been calling against the Packers defense, why not just throw it up in single coverage, and hope for a flag? All right. Punt underway. Dobbs back to kick, or back to return, catches it. running straight and gets to the 40. Oh, now there's a fight. There's a fight. Bullard's in the mix of it. Why? Oh, ref gets knocked over. At least this wasn't on third down. As much as it sucks, at least this wasn't on third down to give a first down. Right? We returned the punt to the 40. Worst case, we start at the 25. It's terrible, but we should have had it at the 40. But thankfully, this wasn't on the third down because it almost looked like it was gonna be. But you can't be doing this crap, man. Come on. That's too. Oh, they're calling it on the Steelers. Okay. I'll take it. Okay. That's another 15 yards. Now we're in Steelers territory. All right. It looks like Nick Herbig was the instigator, at least. I've never heard a ref do that. Number 51 was the instigator. Like, he had it out for him, man. I mean, I'll take it, but all right. They slammed Melton. Yeah, I guess I saw that. Push from behind. All right, whatever. For a second, I'm like, I saw Bullard kind of throwing some hands. I'm like, what are we doing? I guess he's riding for his guy. I can't hate him for that. I didn't see what was the start of that. Let's go. All right, we're already in Steelers territory. Let's, if we can get 7 here, man, we're talking 10-point game. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's put this thing away. Let's put this thing away. I thought it was on us, too. I'm not going to lie. It looked like it was going to be. It looked like it was going to be. Time for a Watson or Golden touchdown? Yeah, come on. Or another Tucker Kraft. I think we can always have more Tucker Kraft. I'm on a completely legal stream, and there's like instead of showing commercials, it's just like a commercial break in progress by NFL Plus. And they were just showing like a 49ers huddle. It was Devondre Campbell. I'm like, what? How old is this footage? Oh, man. Like, they haven't updated this commercial break in progress screen for a long time. I like that Nate Hobbs' bench for CV. Dude, like, it seems like the Packers, a lot of the time, a player could have like a bad game, and it's like it takes so long for them to bench him or have another player get a shot, where it's like that wasn't the case today. And I like that because Valentine is having a hell of a football game, and he's looked great. So seems like they kind of relinquished Hobbs' role to a pure passing down nickel corner, which is, fine, but you paid him a decent amount of money, but you can't also force him out there because of that. If Valentine's going to be playing ball like he is, you keep him out there. You don't give him 2 snaps like he did last week. It's actually like, it's terrible. Devondre Niners legendary run. Didn't he just like quit on the team? Crazy. All right. 1st and 10 at the Steelers 45. Love takes the snap. Handoff right. Emmanuel Wilson. He has a massive hole. He goes forward into the Steelers' 30-yard line. Emmanuel Wilson, what a change of pace back he's been for us. Let's go. Little 12 personnel right. Kraft and Fitzpatrick with beautiful blocks on the outside. That'll be a Tucker Kraft 48 run blocking grade by PFF, by the way. Just so we're all aware. 1st and 10. Let's go. Starting to cook a little bit. Loving the gun. Steelers at the Steelers' 30-yard line. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Love. Swing pass. Wilson lowers his shoulder. At the line of scrimmage, a little tough running, gains about 3 or 4. PFF can't touch Kraft today. I kind of want to see his live grade because they're doing that now. So I want to see if it is. All right, 2nd and 7. Kraft is an 86.4 live. Loving the gun. Takes the snap. Looking, throwing right. Kraft caught. Out of bounds. Gain of 2. Who's injured? Packer injured. It's Zach Tom. No. No. Zach Tom's hurt. He went into this week with a back injury, and obviously he had the oblique issue, and he's been doing really well against Watt, and he kind of just got overextended there, and I think he tweaked his back. He definitely tweaked his back. Yikes. That looks like he tweaked his back issue. All right, he's getting up. He's getting up. All right, he's able to walk off gingerly. All right, guys, come on. Oh, he stepped on his toe. Is that what it? That's the best case scenario, honestly. I hope it's not his back. If he just got cleated, that's the best case scenario. Okay, I think you guys are right. So Darian Kennard comes in at right tackle. All right, come on. Loving the gun. Got to give Kennard help against Watt, man. 3rd and 4. Watson in motion, man coverage. Love takes the snap, heavy pressure, quick throw. Kraft caught. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Tucker Kraft. Holy shit, dude. Dude, the mic at the end, you see that? I do this. Oh my God. All right. That is a new clip where I'm going to make sure it ends up in the stream because that was absolutely amazing. That'll be an emote every time someone subs because that was insane. Oh, little nasty return route by Kraft, man. And then just absolutely turn on the Jets and cook a defensive back like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Tucker Kraft makes it a 10-point game. 10-point game. That's what we need, baby. Let's go. Wow. 2 touchdowns for Kraft. I just want to show you guys real quick. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat too. Hold on. It's perfect time. It's perfect time to show you guys some merch we got. Tuck around and find out. Just added it to the store a couple commercials ago. I'm going to put it in the chat because why not? I'm gonna pin it too. I have a bunch of other merch as well. So if you guys want to check it out, support the channel, and get an awesome Tuck Around and Find Out shirt because, come on, you can get in a hoodie too if you want. Come on now. Get it in a hoodie too. Fresh. Cooper's House of Horror. Come on, right in time for Halloween. Come on, guys. Let's go. Tucker Kraft, baby. Let's go. Tucker Kraft, ladies and gentlemen. 10-point game. Still not over. Got to finish this game. Kyle Cray. I hear you, man. Let me put it up on the screen. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about Tuck not being a top 5. No, you should have wrote top 3 because let's take it a step further. Tucker Kraft is a top 3 tight end. I don't care recency bias. I don't give a shit. Tucker Kraft is a top 3 tight end. That's a fact. That's a damn fact. Let's go. It ain't over though. It ain't over. Let's keep the foot on the gas and end this damn game. Man, kickoff underway. Return at the 1-yard line is Williams to the right side, and Emmanuel Wilson. It's not Emmanuel Wilson. Sorry, I saw 31, and I'm like, damn. Nick Neiman with the tackle. Looks like he might have hurt his hand on the play. 10-point game. 17 completions in a row. That's crazy. Evan, you just ordered a shirt. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for the support, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go Pack, go chants erupting in the stadium. 10:51. A lot of ball game left. Takes the snap. Toss right to Warren. Goes forward for about a gain of 4. All right, Rodgers under center, 2nd and 7. You feel bad for colorblind people? I'm colorblind. Not like that. This is fine, but like other colors. Rodgers takes the snap, toss right. Warren has to bounce it out further right, and Nixon misses a tackle, maybe gains about 6. Is it a first down or no? Can't tell. 3rd and short. There's another flag. There's another fight. Did Metcalf get the flag thrown on him? What happened? It looks like Quay was talking, but that's just talking. And Metcalf poke Quay Walker in the eye? They do call it on Metcalf. Did he poke him in the eye? Dude, like, what are you doing? Like, come on. Like, talk your shit, but don't poke someone in the eye. That's crazy. What are you doing? They just turned a 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 17. That's how you lose football games, guys. Come on. That's bad. 3rd and 17. Come on, defense. I feel a sack. Or an interception. I feel ready? I guess the sack last time. Let's go interception. Ready? Let's go Valentine interception. If this happens, I am 100% playing the lottery tomorrow. Rodgers, empty set, takes the snap, pump left. It's another sack, and it's Rashawn Gary, loss of 2. All right. P5Y, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. And Packers are going to get the ball back. That's just a terrible penalty for Metcalf. You should still get a lottery. You guessed sack first. I just second guessed myself, man. Dude, Parsons looks so fast rushing A gap. It's scary. Punt underway. Romeo Dobbs back to return. Caught at the 36. Runs right. Oh, dude. And gets about 6. Dobbs holding the ball so far out on those punt returns makes me cringe. Oh, man. All right, let's end this thing. Let's end it. Come on. If we can get another at least 3 here, I feel comfortable. Yeah, we got to keep a foot on the gas. We can't just you know, try to run pass here. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Didn't mean for the rhyme. All right. Is Jordan Love close to the Packers' record for completions in a row? I don't know what their record is for that, honestly. But I'm sure he's close. I would assume Rodgers has it. I just doesn't seem like a Favre record. You know? But we'll see. Definitely not a Favre record. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way. Dude's just throwing that shit downfield constantly. I feel Breeze got the record and broke it. Yeah, I'm not. I know the NFL one's like like 20 something. I'm talking. Favre holds a record for 20 in a row. No way. There's no way Favre holds that. That's crazy. All right, Favre. I doubted you for that. His young gun days, yeah. All right, come on, offense. Starting at their own 44. Great starting field position. Love under center. Just under 9 minutes left in this game. Love takes his snap. Play action right. Love throws deep left. Caught. Christian Watson inside the 30, dude. They cannot be stopped right now. 18 in a row. 18 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Yards after the catch by Kraft, 131. Good Lord. 1st and 10. Love under center. Takes the snap. Handoff left. Jacobs dead to rights in the backfield. Not great blocking up front. Luckily gets back to the line of scrimmage. Dude, honestly, as much as like the second quarter sucked, is this Love's best game ever as a Packer? Like, is it? I mean, clearly it's Kraft's, but like he's like holy almost 400 freaking yards. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Tom is back. Let's go. Love, empty set, 2nd and 10. Quick throw right. Caught Golden, who goes backwards. Get bent backwards on the tackle. Got to get upfield there. Now we got 19 in a row. Golden's got to just get upfield there, not run sideways. 3rd down coming up. Love versus Lions on Thanksgiving was great too. Yeah, you're right. But this just feel like, dude, he is just dealing out here, man. It's just it's the efficiency. He's at 20? Okay, he's at 20? Oh yeah, I think you're right. You're my bad. Love takes the snap. 3rd and 9. Quick throw right. Dobbs sideline caught. That's 20. Let's go. Dude, this is insane. It was a Brett Favre in 07. Weren't we like 4-12 that year? Or was that 05? I think that was 05. I'm missing years. I forget what year the Packers were 4-12, but it was near then. This is crazy. To do this as well playing Rodgers. Like, obviously, they don't play each other, but like, just the storyline alone. Love under center, takes the snap, handoff Wilson, up the middle. Tough running, gain of about 3.5. What year were they 4-12? Was it 05? I just remember we lost a game to the Patriots, like 35-0, because one of my best friends growing up was a Patriots fan. I was just like, ugh, they sucked. No, they went 4-12 with Favre back in the day. I'm pretty sure. I think it was 05. I was only like, what, 9 years old? I'm surprised I remember that. Love under center. 2nd and 6 from the 9. Love takes the snap, play action, and incomplete. Has to just throw it into the flat. Kraft not open, but that's the, he still got the record. He got to 20. The newest person to get that spot. Still owns the record. So Love will own the record moving forward. It's fine. He still owns the record because he got to 20 most recent. So 3rd and 6. Let's punch it in. Love in the gun from the 9. Dobbs in motion. Zone coverage. Love takes the snap. Climbs the pocket. And has to throw it away. The commentators just said that pass just ended the streak, but it was the one before it. I guess they just missed it. All right, kick the 3. You know, still 2 possession. Oh, was Golden open? Was he wide? Oh, Golden's got to be pissed. Let's watch this. I'm watching the replay. Oh my God, Golden was wide open, bro. That was going to be his first touchdown. All right, 28-yarder from McManus. Right hash, kick is up, kick is good. There we go. 32-19. I feel like that's got to be scoregami if it ends this way. I don't think I've ever seen that score in my life. Golden was wide open, bro. Oh, man. All right, commercial break. Defense, let's end this thing. Yeah, game's not over. Hey, it's still a 2-score game. It is still a 2-score game. Still crazy performance by Love tonight, guys. I mean, 29 of 36, 360, 3 touchdowns. Packers haven't even ran the ball too well. Like Jacobs, 13 for 33, 2.5 average. Wilson has had more efficiency, but man, it's just really been Love dealing it. And, you know, the Steelers' pass defense, it isn't a good one. You saw what Flacco did last week. I think they were like at least right around 28th heading into this game in passing yards. Sky Rizzy, Bass's favorite commercial. I don't got Sky Rizzy. Come on, where's my... I don't have that. That's unfair. You guys get it, but I don't. It's like why, of all names to name your medicine or what, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Sky Rizzy? Come on, bro. That's just sounds like a South Park skit. Like, come on. Sky Rizzy, like what? All right, defense. Come on. 5:28. Steelers, remember, wasted timeout earlier. That could come back to haunt them. All right. Kickoff underway. Returned at the 2-yard line by Gainwell, who slips and just kind of slides into an Isaiah McDuffie and only gets to bound the 23. All right, defense. How much does it cost to subscribe to my channel? Nothing. It's absolutely free on YouTube. 1st and 10. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap. Climbs the pocket. Throws across middle. It's dropped. Quay Walker in coverage on Freiermuth. All right. 2nd and 10. Rodgers empty in the gun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Rodgers, quick throw left. Caught. Fumble. Packers get it. It was Gainwell who caught it and fumbled, and I think the Packers got it. Oh, man. This defense is balling this 4th quarter. That's Packers ball. I think that's definitely a fumble. Gainwell caught it, made a few steps. Football move. Edgerrin Cooper with the punch out. And who got it? Bullard? Bullard's like, give me that. Let's go. All right, punch it in again. No, don't just run the ball. Punch it in. Punch it in. First fumble the Steelers have lost this year? Jeez. The Golden Dagger would go hard. Golden Dagger. Finally a takeaway. Yay. All right. Love under center. Takes a snap. Toss right. Emmanuel Wilson cuts up field right. Breaks a tackle. Lowers his shoulder. Gain of 12. Let's go, Emmanuel Wilson. Hey, man. 25-3 in the second half. I didn't even realize that. Shoosh. I don't. Hey, if they could score 25 points every second half, I don't care what they do in the first half. To be honest, I mean, if they just get a couple points, that's fine. Bullard is looking so confident, man. It's still crazy to me that he's like graded so lowly on PFF when he just continues to be around the football all the time. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Love under center. Takes a snap, toss right yet again to Wilson. Cuts back upfield, gains about 5 yards, maybe 4. And timeout Steelers. We have Panthers next week, then Eagles, Giants. I won't be streaming for Eagles and Giants. I'll be on my honeymoon, and I scheduled it thinking I'll only miss one game, and then of course our one Monday night game is is scheduled when I'm going. So unfortunately, I won't be here for that whole week for the Packers, but yep, Jake, yep, not too, you know. Offense this half, Packers 276 yards, 3 touchdowns, Steelers 49. Love under center at the 10. 2nd and 6, takes a snap, handoff Wilson, just running tough, another gain of 3. Whitman, appreciate you. Said congrats on the wedding, have a beer on me. I will. I appreciate you, Whitman. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to Hawaii. It's going to Oahu. Never been anywhere near the West Coast. Only been east to like really Iceland outside of the country, so looking forward to like the polar opposite there in terms of style of island. Both volcanic, but temperature and I guess vibe. Yeah, I'm staying in a condo like 2 blocks from Okiki Beach, so really excited for that. It'll be cool. I'm used to going to cold islands and Iceland, so I think a warm one will be a nice change of pace. All right, Love under center, takes the snap, play action right, Love looking right, cuts back left, Love throws it right to Fitzpatrick, incomplete. All right, don't get hurt, Love. Don't get hurt. 402 gets stopped, and I realized that was a 3rd down, 4th and 3. McManus comes in, which will only put it to 16. Still a two-score game, but I like a 16 two-score game rather than a 13 two-score game. It's McManus. Oh no, yeah. Well, he just. We are going to a luau. We're going to one in North Beach. All right, McManus left hash 25-yarder. Snap, hold, kick is good. Let's go. So, 35 of 19. 35 to 19. Close this one out. Okay. You lived in Oahu for 8 years. Nice. I like when Packers games end in the fourth quarter. And I don't want to say end because it's a 2-score game, but we're in the fourth quarter and you kind of like talk about other things because you're comfortable. You're like, all right, we're kicking ass right now. You can kind of talk about whatever. Feels nice. We haven't really had that much this year so far outside of like week 1. Yeah, first win in Pittsburgh since 1970. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I like kicking it there. Going for it, I get it, but like it's still a 2-score game, but I love like the percentage of a win for a 2-score game, 16 compared to 13 is pretty significant. So the kicking is right there. All right, kickoff underway. Gainwell returns it. Gets cracked at the 30-yard line. 35-19 score. This is such a weird score. If you get a chance, go to Boots and Kimos and Kalia. Okay, I'll look that up and screenshot it. Okay, it's a kitchen or it's a restaurant. Okay, I'll screenshot that. Thank you. Rodgers in the gun, takes a snap from the 30, looking left, throwing left, caught left. Calvin Austin, gain of about 8. I think it might be the first catch on Valentine. I mean, he's playing off coverage as he should be. Yeah, everyone who was saying fire Matt LaFleur has just magically disappeared. They're all just like that Homer Simpson into the bush, just like they're all like, yeah. Rodgers takes the snap, quick throw right. Roman Wilson, gain of 2, first down. Still need to trade for Horn. I wouldn't mind that. Trade for DJ Turner, man. Like even if they were to lose this game, like you still don't fire LaFleur. Like you'd be a 4-2-1 team. Rodgers takes the snap, throws right. Roman Wilson caught. Throws a stiff arm, gains about 5 or 6. Why is the D playing softly now? I mean, you have to here. Here's the thing. You're up by 2 scores. If they want to take 5-yard completions and burn some clock, if they get tackled in bounds on every couple of them, you allow it. You want that to happen. You don't want to give up the deep ball. You know? Rodgers in the gun. They're at their own 46. Takes the snap, looking left. Comes back right, has to throw it across the middle. Bad at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Yeah, Valentine. Valentine over Hobbs moving forward. I think it depends on the game plan, but I think, from surface level, yes. So loud, go Pack, go Chance. That's crazy. Rodgers is probably used to it. He's like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Takes the snap. Rodgers looking left, throwing deep left, and almost caught by Jonnu. One-handed, but incomplete. 4th and 5. Obviously, Steelers are going to go for it. Safeties, man, they've been sound today. They've been sound. Quay Walker covering that seam is impressive. All right, 4th and 5. You stop them here, you essentially end the game. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Throws it over the middle. Caught by Metcalf. Across the 40. First down. Yeah, that last throw to Jonnu was a freaking dime by Rodgers, by the way. All right. Rodgers in the gun at the Packers 40. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Throws it across the middle. Caught. Freiermuth. Gains about 6. Still 3 minutes left in this game. A little bit of time. Obviously, it's going to come down to an onside kick if the Steelers score. Rodgers in the gun. Come on, defense. End this thing. Empty set. Takes a snap. Rodgers. Looking left, comes back right. Scrambles right. Rodgers throws across the middle. Caught at the 21. Rodgers cooking this drive. Steelers moving the ball. Slowly but surely. Calvin Austin. Heating up a little bit. It's taking them a while to get down the field. Nonetheless, they're getting down the field. They're at the Green Bay 21. Going up tempo. Rodgers in the gun. Just past 200 yards. Takes the snap. Rodgers. Pumps middle. All day to throw. Throws deep middle. Wow, what a play by Valentine. Roman Wilson had a sure touchdown, and Valentine probably one of his best plays of his career because, my gosh, what a breakup by Valentine. It's caught by Wilson, foot down. Are they going to rule that a touchdown, though? Okay, they're going to rule it a catch. That's a crazy play by Valentine. If it's not in the end zone, it's not a catch. But considering this is... So it's a touchdown. Wow. I mean, that's great effort by Valentine. That's still great effort by Valentine. You got to get pressure on Rodgers there. He had way too long in the pocket. So essentially comes down to this 2-point conversion. If they stop this, pretty much ball game. If they get it, obviously they have to still gain a onside kick. Still get an onside kick. Which, please no. So 2-point attempt coming up. If the Packers stop this, essentially game over. All right. Obviously, ball spotted at the 2. It's not on the refs, man. I like that being a catch, not for the Packers' sake, but in terms for football's sake. He had 3 feet down, essentially. Rodgers, empty set, quick throw left, broken up by Valentine, and they're going to throw a flag. That's just a physical ball play. It's a fade ball to your 300-pound tight end. Come on, bro. Pass interference. Ball's going to be placed at the 1 now. I hate that call, man. I'm sorry your tight end's 300 pounds and I have to fight through him. I mean, he is grabbing around his shoulders, but come on. Darnell Washington is literally 300 pounds, man. It's crazy as a tight end. Now they're at the 1 and come out in a heavy set. Now Rodgers checks it to the gun. And Edgerrin Cooper lined up against Darnell. Rodgers takes the snap, rolling right. And Hopper breaks it up. Incomplete. Tyron Hopper breaks it up of Jonnu Smith. Hopper out there is interesting. Incomplete. 35-25. Let me adjust my... It's an incomplete. They're ruling it incomplete. It's... Oh, okay, it's bobbling the entire time. No, that's not a catch. There's no way. So 10-point game. Okay. So 35-25 is crazy. Let's go, Hopper. I would love to throw it for 400. No way he throws the football. It's almost 11:30. This game's running for a while. We're really looking for these commercials. All right. Is this score gone? I feel like it has to be, man. They want to return that so bad. Oh, yeah, 100%. All right, so obviously still an onside kick coming up, but now it's still a 2-score game. So it'd come down to getting 2 onside kicks, which is borderline impossible. They don't have to get the first. They knee it, honestly, the whole way through if they get this onside recovery. Boswell, kick, bounces, Dobbs, caught, out of bounds. And that'll be game. What a response by this football team in the second half, guys. I mean, let's be honest. Going into half, it looked bad. I think we were all collectively going, hey, what in the world? Why does it feel like it's happening like this every week? That like lull period in the second quarter. But it is about how you respond, man. It's about how you respond, and the Packers scored, I'll call it all 5 drives in the second half. Obviously, this is the 6th drive. They're just going to knee it out. But for all intents and purposes, they scored on all 5 drives in the second half. Love 20 straight completions. Tucker Kraft, game of his life. They answered the call. Love under center on 1st and 10. Not going to knee it. They are going to hand it off to Wilson, and so long, no fumble. Runs forward for 3 or 4 yards. Jody, appreciate doing this. Is glad Packers won this game, but no way you're beating the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Bearing something catastrophic, it's not happening. Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude, you're not. The Packers, look what they did to them in week 1. I know Detroit's a whole different place. I don't care. You know, you can't go into games just expecting to lose. That's not how you do it. Look what the Packers did to the Lions on Thanksgiving a few years ago. It don't matter. Any given Thursday in this case, don't matter. If Jordan Love is playing like this, I don't give a shit what the Lions are doing. I don't care. Packers are the top of the NFC North. Do not care. And should be still at the top of the NFC as a whole, right? Right? Yeah. It's still crazy. The Packers are second in the NFL right now, 4-1-1. Obviously, they're going to be 5-1-1, but they're like above teams that are 6-2 because of the they don't have 2 losses. Dude, I'm telling you, the tie is going to help them a lot. Quay got hurt, really? All right, 2nd and 7. Timeout, Green Bay. Why? Why? All right. How soon they forgot about Toyota Boy. That's crazy. That tie could 100% mean home field advantage, man. Love under center. Handoff Wilson. Goes forward for about a gain of 2. All right. I mean, 3rd and short, you could run here and just drain it and punt, but you can probably just pass it, man. 3rd and 5, Love under center. I would assume they just run the ball here. Love takes the snap, handoff Wilson. Up the middle, first down, game over. There we go. Manuel Wilson, man, what a game from him to come in, change a pace, and get tough yards tonight. My cousin Wilson going off. Hell yeah. Packers, one more kneel down. Just kneel it here. Game is over. They're going to win this one 35-25. Let's go. What a huge victory, man. Huge, huge, huge victory for the Packers. To take this one over Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, I mean, not only for this season is monumental, but just overall. I mean, obviously Rodgers being 41 years old, you know, still playing at this level is super, super impressive. But, you know, the Packers, they made the right decision when they did with Jordan Love. And he just had one of his best games, man. Had one of his best games. Tucker Kraft, best game of his career. Second half, completely different from the first half. Absolutely, completely different. The Packers didn't gain a first down on 3rd down in the first half. And what did they end? They ended 5 for 12 on 3rd down, even though they were 0 for 5 in the first half, man. You know, Love, what a game. 360 yards, 9.7 average per pass, 3 touchdowns, 134.2 rating. Man. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Did I hit on my sleeper picks? I didn't because Love didn't run the ball. Dang. So close. Did Golden get, I think he only got 3 catches. So yeah, I missed. 28-9 in the second half. That's how you win football games. That's how you win football games. You respond to adversity, and there was adversity in the second quarter. And it's how you respond and adjust. You know, there's times in the past where it doesn't seem like they do adjust well, but they sure as hell did tonight. The Packers moved to 5-1-1. I mean, they're at the top of the NFC. They're at the top of the NFC North, but yet there's still going to be people around the NFL that claim like they shouldn't be there. I claim that Jordan Love is a bad quarterback and will, by Rex Ryan words, turn it over in every big moment. Okay, Rex Ryan. What did he do here? What was there no big moments in this game for him to turn it over? That'll be his argument. Well, there weren't any big moments like late in the game. Turn over the football. Oh, Rex Ryan. I swear. It's crazy. Some of the shit people say. It's like the amount of disrespect Jordan Love gets is crazy by the outside world. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh man, what a game. What a game. What in the world? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just checking one thing here. Skip Bayless, I mean him too. Yeah. He's crazy too. He's crazy too. But really appreciate you guys coming by. I'm about to do my post-game video. So I'm going to get right on that. It's already, 11:37. Got an early morning tomorrow, so I got to get on that. But, yeah, guys, what a damn game by this Green Bay Packers football team. I mean, what a game. I mean, we talked about it already so much. I mean, there's so much great coming from this game, and it really just feels like that turning point game where you're like, all right, here we go. Like, when we face adversity, we finally turned that page and did everything we needed to do. And even better yet, against Aaron freaking Rodgers in his first ever game against his former team, the only team he has yet to beat. We haven't beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh since 1970 up until tonight. If you guys could hit the like button on the way out, support the channel a ton. If you did enjoy the stream, at least, if you could do that for me, really appreciate you guys coming by. And if you did enjoy it and you were stopping by, and you want to stay in the loop with everything Packers, this is your spot to do so. Go down, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys. PFF review tomorrow morning when that comes out. I should still be able to do film review on Tuesday. Again, it's my wedding week. I'm doing a lot of stuff to get ready for that and stuff, but I should still be able to. Won't have the usual injury report videos some days this week, just due to schedule conflicts, but seriously appreciate you guys for stopping by. Packers 5-1-1, top of the NFC North. That's all that matters. Keep getting wins. Only have one loss. We'll take it. Man. What a game. What a game by this Packers football team. But I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack, go.